Does this fit you?
Well, my mum says they stretch back a bit more each time you wear them.
And does it?
Dunno, can't get my head through it at all.
Well, how about I nip into Manchester and get you a good jumper for Spain, eh? It can be our leaving present to you, can't it, Roy?
Yes, although where we're going will be considerably warmer.
Does no one any harm to have a decent woolly?
Oh, you can give me the money for it. Money don't shrink, does it?
Well, theoretically, the value of money constantly shrinks.
You've no need of money, Chesney. Everything's been taken care of.
But I want to take my mum a present.
Yeah, well, Roy's taking your mum a present, isn't he?
I can't stay in here, Dad.
I know.
Other cells are designed so that your thoughts bounce off the walls. I couldn't sleep last night. Kept thinking about once when Katie and me got separated in that multi-story in town. I could hear her crying, but she was on another floor. I could hear her crying. I shouted, I was okay, but she couldn't hear me for crying. She couldn't hear me.
Remember, tell your mum it can go in the washer, but not in the dryer, okay?
Okay.
Don't want it ruined first wash.
Well, I'd understood it to be a book group meeting.
Why would I invite a community police officer to a book group meeting?
Well, I was expecting Neighbourhood Watch, but then I had Norris going on about it all yesterday.
Well, look, what time's he coming?
Well, I'm off to the library then.
Well, you may as well stay now you're here. Security is a concern for all of us.
Yes. Yes, indeed. A great concern to all we upstanding citizens who choose to be on the right side of the law.
Oh,
Wouldn't do
save it for the visitor, Norris.
Were it you, were it?
Well, what, me?
Somebody's nicked my pigeon coat. Were you behind it?
Look, the only thing I've been behind is this counter, working, which is more than you ever do.
Give us a cup of tea, then.
Which of you charming ladies is Blanche Hunch?
Well, we've got a hunt, but we've got no hunches.
Blanche, author of this exquisite letter.
Mel Hutchright. Oh, I say.
Mel Hutchright, as in grinding down.
Hard grinding.
I was mixing the experience of reading it.
I wrote to him after we had that Barney over whether he were a man or a woman.
And I'm here to reassure you that I am most definitely all man.
I didn't think you'd reply. Your agent said she'd cut all ties.
Creative differences.
So I tried your publisher, and they said they don't work with you anymore.
Hapless suits, money, 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 no souls.
But capable of forwarding correspondence. Sir, it's an honour. Welcome to our humble little book group.
Neighbourhood Watch. How are you with window locks?
The only locks I'm any interest in are those which fall bounteously from many a fair maiden's head. Other locks restrict, restrain, bind. Our human duty is to be free.
Embarrassing. That's what it is. Most people want to get through them checks with the least fuss possible.
I only asked to be frisked. What if someone had planted something explosive on me?
Look, the only thing that got planted in you was that security man's hands.
Come on, let's go for a pint.
Hang on, shall we go and pick Chesney up from the croppers first?
All right, Mr. Charity Flaming Do-Good.
Will you have shops we can go to?
What, in Spain?
No, here, so I can buy something to take to her.
Look, I think it was Fizz's intention that the money was for yourself. Now we ought to check in. Desks 22 to 26.
But I want to take her somewhere.
Look, I think taking yourself to Spain is more than your mother could have hoped for. Now, she'll be overjoyed. Come on.
So I said to my agent, you can tell Mr. Spielberg the very foundation of the novel is its Lancashire identity. And setting it in Baltimore, it would suck and siphon the very lifeblood from it. It would be like E.T. being from Milton Keynes rather than outer space. Now, I don't care what he's offering. It's Lancashire or Nout.
Oh, very good. Yes.
Well, I take it he took the Nout option then.
Do you, give me a glass of water? Oh, yes, of course. Unless you'd like something a little stronger. I mean, we could adjourn to our local hostelry, allow us to buy you a drink, perhaps.
Oh, Norris, you are the alpha member of this group. Do you know, over the years I've become attuned to identifying the roles fulfilled by members of groups such as yours. Rita, if you forgive my forwardness, are the passion. Betty, clearly the anchor.
Well, it'd been called worse.
Emily, if I'm not mistaken, the conscience.
Oh, well.
And my dear Blanche can only be the facilitator. Hence my presence here. Oh, and you, Kev.
Ken.
Are the pretender.
The pretender.
You know, every group has a member who considers himself equal, if not above, the literature he's engaging with. The relationship with the text, one of domination, rather than immersion.
Is that right?
Look, are we going to go to the rowers or what? Only I was on shift half an hour ago.
Look, can the anchor make decisions?
Well, I would have thought it was the facilitator's job.
Hardly. Come along, follow me. Come along, group.
Buenos nachos.
Attila, but you're in... What are you doing here?
Come for me kiddie, what do you think? Me kiddie mind, not a lecture. Would have come earlier, but we got held up.
For 7 weeks.
Chesney?
He's not here.
What do you mean? He's not here.
Never mind what she means, he's not here. Let's nip to Rovers.
You should have told us you were coming.
So you could pack his case and be on doorstep drumming your fingers?
No. He packed his case this morning. Roy's taking him to Spain.
Spain? What the hell for?
To see his mum.
But his mum's not in Spain, is she?
No, I can see it.
I might have known. They've done this before, you know. With another little red-headed kiddie. Abducted him and ran off.
Now you flaming tell me!
And after several weeks, in a small cabin on the Cornish cliffs, with only the sea and the gull for company, you begin to hear the soul of the place.
So?
Every rock holds within it its history, Rita. And the sea holds within it its history as well.
And you've written about this?
I am about to write it, Kev.
But doesn't discussing it at length make it harder to sit down and write it?
Have you ever written?
Yeah, I have journalistic experience.
Oh, not just that, Kenneth.
He still writes reviews, don't you? That upset the neighbours.
Yes, electing to criticise rather than create, to tear apart that which another's sweat has put together. By far the easier job, Kev.
It's Ken.
QED, one consonant out and we're beating our chests and crying the end of the world is nigh. Norris. Oh, I must be hence. If I don't get my train, I'll be forced into B&B accommodation.
Oh, no, you mustn't be hensing. It could stay with us, couldn't he, Emily?
Well,
Yes, we'd be honoured. Look, I'll just nip back home and make up front room for you.
I don't want to overstay my welcome.
Oh, no nonsense, no.
No delays on any flights as things stand? Great. Thanks for info. Ta-ra!
I thought you were going to ask him to make an announcement.
What announcement?
Well, how else are we going to stop him getting on that plane?
We're not.
Not?
Why not?
Chesney's always mithering about going on a plane. Well, this way he can. At your expense.
But with this, the CPS, they won't want to take it to trial. I'm confident of that. There'll be too much doubt for a jury.
So what's going to happen?
They'll drop the murder charge.
Right. By my calculations, they're airborne.
Oh, I got a wave of jealousy then.
Phone police, Les. Tell them you want to report an abduction.
What? But you said...
I lied. You and him want teaching a lesson, taking my lad abroad without my permission.
Hey!
Look, I brought you some.
Chesney lad. Rose, is it?
Well, it's just as well we didn't board that aircraft after all.
What happened? Conscience get to you?
Conscience? What do you know about conscience?
We missed the plane, didn't we, Roy?
Missed it? Matters beyond our control.
He took me up to the viewing booth, and he was telling me about all the different parts worked in every plane. Only one of them was ours. We watched it take off.
Interesting tail fin structure.
He shouldn't have had you there in first place. He knew we were coming back.
He did not.
I spoke to him myself.
When?
Is that true, Roy?
No.
Don't you lie, Roy Cropper. I rang and said I missed my little boy too badly. We both did, didn't we, Les?
What? Oh, aye.
I said I need to be with him, so I was coming back and nothing, not hell nor high water would stop me.
How can you just stand there and lie like that?
Lie? About loving my son?
About phoning us?
Yes, she's right. I'm sorry, Chesney. I apologise. It completely slipped my mind. I was so busy with the arrangements.
Come on, let's get the stuff.
Right, yeah.
I am sorry, Chesney.
It's all right. Thanks for taking me to the airport, though, Uncle Roy. My mum's promised I'll go on a plane one day.
And I am sure you will.
Beach were brilliant, weren't it, Les?
Oh, aye. Brilliant.
Sam were that hot, you could hardly walk on it.
Did you go to the Prado Museum?
The what?
What we want to be stuck in some musty old museum for?
Well, it's not really a museum. Uncle Roy said it's an art gallery.
Roy said. Luke, all you need to know about Spain is it's hot, beaches are brilliant.
And the bay's cheap.
Did you have paella?
Oh, no, son. None of that muck.
Where we were, they did proper food. Fish and chips, toad in the hole. It was just like being in England, only in Spain.
Yeah, the experience of a lifetime.
Oh, yeah, must have been. 7 weeks on a beach while you abandon your kid.
You're not going like that.
Like what?
When that get up, your mother will have a fit.
No, she won't.
Well, at least put a comb through your hair.
I'm fine.
Well, I suppose she's used to it.
If it's good news, then why ain't she rung?
Well, happens she wants to tell us to our face.
Was it all right?
There are not superlatives enough to do it justice. Almost ashamed to eat it.
We really are honoured you've agreed to stay in our humble little abode. But it's hardly the Savoy, is it? And I'm sure Mr. Hatchwright is used to staying in more glamorous residences.
What's the price one has to pay for being a member of the London Literati, I'm afraid?
Must be wonderful.
On the contrary, it's wearisome. No, far better to be here. Honest, decent folk in simple surroundings.
Not forgot anything, have you?
No.
Binoculars, newspaper to hide behind while you're spying on Ian?
Oh, ha. Very funny, Kevin. Justine has put me in a really awkward position. I mean, he is my boss.
I know. You're probably best staying out of it, you know. I mean, what if you do catch him out? Well, I'm not saying you will.
Oh, I don't know. From what Justine says, he makes a habit of it.
You better watch it.
What?
Oh, if he goes for the secretaries.
Don't be daft. We're all mates. He wouldn't do that, would he?
Yeah, I'm only joking anyway. By the sounds of this, Lisa, it's the young ones he goes for. Come on, girls, hurry up. I'll see you later.
Right, see you later then, Lover.
Why? I thought you were supposed to be in Spain.
Oh, I'll explain on way to work, John. See you later.
Try.
Have you seen this?
Oh, yeah, they seem to be doing some work at the hardware store, yes.
Exactly. Somebody must have bought it.
Yes, I suppose.
There's some fishing going on. How come we haven't heard about it at the Traders Association?
Are you all right?
Yes. I'm just inhaling the northern air. Oh, these dusty cobbles.
Oh, I know, and the litter.
And the pigeons, too.
Noisy, filthy things.
No, Norris, you are failing to open your writer's eye.
Writer's eye?
Where you see only litter and trodden down dirt, I see the history of generations unfold. What countless shoes have worn these cobbles down, What were their owners' thoughts and passions and lives?
Yes, I can see what you mean now.
Piece of paper there, carried by the wind. What could it tell us of the hands that have held it?
Of course.
And these, you know, they're such noble birds. Surviving against all the odds. They're a symbol of the working class struggle against the aristocracy.
Yes, well, I may have to work on that one.
Oh, Craig, love it. It's good to see you. Hi, Dad.
Hi, love.
So, what's going on? Have you seen your solicitor?
Yeah. And she said that they're dropping the murder charge.
Oh. That's grand, love. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah, but there's other charges, and what you've got to remember is that it's nowhere near as bad as if I was serving life.
There's something happened.
I've already pleaded guilty.
What?
It's what Miss Solicitor advised. She didn't think I'd get off. At least this way they'll reduce the sentence. It's for the best, Craig, believe me.
So how long are you going to be here for?
She reckons about 4 years.
Right.
Blankets, a hot pot, the simple things in life never cease to enthrall.
It's Betty's hot pot, actually, and there's nothing simple about it.
I am sure I shall enjoy it all the more then.
Right.
So, Mel, what are you working on at the moment?
The Canary's last song. It's a saga of mining folk set in the north.
How far are you on with it?
And there's the rub.
Sorry?
Well, the truth is, I find myself unable to put pen to paper.
Oh, dear. Why?
It's the curse that afflicts all literary genius from time to time. The plague that all of us dread.
Repetitive strain injury?
Writer's block.
Oh, that's terrible.
And one cannot just summon the muse. You just have to wait for her presence.
You ought to be ashamed of yourselves, you two.
Oh, great. For Arnham here.
I've heard all about you slagging off poor Roy and Ayla. Talk about ingratitude.
Ingratitude? You're about to run off to Spain with our Ches.
It's better than running off without our Ches. I thought you cared about that little lad.
I do.
Oh, and this is the way you show it?
We were going to send for him.
That's what she said to you, is it, Miss Piggy here?
What do you call me?
You heard. Oh, and by the way, your snout's peeling. Any longer in that sunshine, it'd have been roast pork.
There's only one lady here and it's not her.
Just ignore her. She's only jealous.
Yeah, just because I never gave you honour in her lifetime.
I got that when I got me divorce, love.
Right, come on, let's go.
That's another thing about Spain. We didn't have to put up with that mad cow.
Come on.
Draw, love.
Can I have a pint, please?
I'm so sorry. It's not normally like this.
A pen, quick, a pen. No, I see it all now, no. My final chapter. The women brawling on the barroom floor.
Mel, you're writing.
Yes. The spittoon, the sawdust, and the men trying to pull them apart.
Oh, this is marvellous.
That garden could do with a bit of work.
Yeah.
We could make a start on it tomorrow.
If you want.
You never know. You might have green fingers.
Mel?
All right. Didn't expect you back so soon. Skiving off work on me. Nipping off early to a rendezvous with a bit of fluff you got tucked away.
Surely I was doing no such thing. I wouldn't dream of such an impropriety.
I'll keep your britches on. I'm only joshing.
Oh, yes, of course.
Still, there's nothing wrong with the occasional romp. Keeps the old cogs greased, if you know what I mean. Remember, a woman is the chalice of a man's creativity. Speaking of which, I feel the clarion call of inspiration.
Oh, you'll be needing this then. Look, it's the best we have. Here, open it, feel the quality.
Oh, no, I'm sure it's just fine, only I'm a bit short of money.
Oh, no, please. It's a gift. It's my meagre contribution to the Canaries' last song.
Well, as a rule, I find such bourgeois extravagance an anathema, but since it's you, my friend, I accept.
You've burnt the sausages.
They're not burnt. Well done.
It's lumpy.
I know someone will be lumpy in a second. What's wrong with you?
I'm not hungry.
I don't know why I bother.
Nobody made you cook for us.
Oh, I didn't see you offer.
Yeah, right. My mum should be here.
Yeah, well, she's not. I'm here to get it at.
Don't you think you should ring her? I'll do it then.
Sit down. If your mum's at work, it's for a good reason.
What reason?
That's the reason. The food on your plate, the clothes on your back.
Thanks, Dad. Really nice.
Glad someone appreciates us.
How's the wine?
Nice.
Ought to be. £15 a bottle.
So that's where all the profits are going.
I like to think of it as profit sharing.
What's wrong?
Do I smell a dog?
Oh, you can feel it in your marrow.
What are we supposed to be feeling?
The beauty of an evening when the sun, like the working man, finds his rest.
Oh, I'd never thought of it like that.
Well, that surprises me, Audrey. I sense the poet in you. The critic returns after another day lambasting the poor and artistic.
We're enjoying the evening.
I do believe it's wasted on the likes of Ken.
I prefer the morning myself.
Personally, I can't see it compares. Now in the palace, the west, sinking to slumber the bright day, like a tired monarch fanned to rest.
Oh, do you know, that's wonderful. Did you write that yourself, Mel?
No, Thomas More did. It's from The Summer Fete.
Spoken like an autodidact.
Where did you plagiarize that?
Did you know Ken had written a book?
Really? And does this masterpiece have a title?
Yes, it's called Weatherfield Yesterday. It's about the history of the area.
Non-fiction isn't writing, it's regurgitation. And as for history, it's the mere distillation of rumour. I suppose you'll be able to tell me who said that as well.
If you'll excuse me.
Oh, Ken, I'd love to borrow your book. I've been suffering from a touch of insomnia of late. It sounds like just the tonic.
Deep down, you know it's what you want. It's what you've always wanted. We can be together.
What about my family? What about your family?
I know things will be messy at the beginning.
Messy? You're talking about destroying people's lives.
It doesn't have to be that way. It's called change. It happens all the time. It's the way that we move on.
It really is that simple to you, isn't it?
No, it isn't. I know how complicated things are, but with you, it's simple. I love you. I want to wake up next to you every morning.
And I want to wake up to my children. And I don't want to see hatred in their eyes.
Well, then we'll wait till they're older. As long as it takes. That way no one really needs to get hurt.
And in the meantime?
We go on as we were.
Oh.
No, now listen to me.
What, we go on as we were on that sofa?
Oh, Sally,
Do you really think that I'm about to give everything up for that? You called Lisa nothing. How long before you say I'm nothing?
Yeah, but I love you.
You don't know the meaning of the word. I'm just a bit of overtime for you.
Well, spare us the righteous indignation, eh? I didn't hear you say no.
Well, then listen very carefully. No. I'm going on.
To what? What you call overtime is your life. You've got nothing without me, without us.
I'll tell you about us, shall I? It was a business transaction, Ian. I used you, and you used me.
So now you're just discarding me, is that it?
There's nothing to discard. I know who you are.
Yeah. I'm the man you had sex with on this sofa.
Exactly. That's all you are. That's all you'll ever be. I've got a family at home that loves me. I can live with what I did. I have to. But for you, this is your life, Ian, this! At least I can walk away. You are trapped here and you can't even see it.
I don't want a paper round. No way. Who do you think I am?
Excuse me? Don't they teach you any manners at that posh school of yours?
Thanks, but I don't need the money.
Lucky you.
Aunt Chesney will have it.
Have what?
Paper round.
Sorry, you've got to be 13.
Can't you make an exception? He's very keen, full of energy.
It's against the law. Anyway, isn't he too busy climbing up chimneys?
Don't eat the crust. You must eat
One
the
here for you,
crust.
Candice.
You must eat the crust. Come on, I'll eat some more, sir. Thank you. Just a couple of bills, nothing to do with you. Put a couple of eggs on for us, thanks. There's a...
I'm in. I've got that TV presenting course.
See? You can spell your own name.
Just ignore him, babe. That's great news.
Oh, fair play to you. It's nice to see someone round here with a bit of ambition.
Thank you, Danny.
You're welcome.
And for your information, for every applicant on this course, there is 10 places.
No! Fancy that.
But I'm not joking. It's the most prestigious course for a would-be television presenter in the whole of North Manchester. Wow. And it's even got celebrity endorsements.
Yeah? Look who.
This course is very useful. Claire Smiley.
Am I not allowed to go to the loo in Davenport's time?
Of course you are. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good. Because I've got a very special job lined up for you.
Oh?
Well, I wouldn't normally ask, but, you know, we're very short-staffed, and people who work for me, well, they have to be very flexible.
What, you know me. Bend over backwards to please.
Yeah, I thought we were keeping this on a strictly professional level from now on.
Very funny.
But I know your work's been a bit sloppy today.
No, it hasn't.
But I have absolute confidence in your ability to carry out this job to perfection. It requires someone with very special skills.
Oh?
What size overalls do you take?
Are you on your own?
Yes, Maria's gone to the dentist.
Cool. I wanted to have a word with you in private.
Didn't think it'd be long before you came crawling back.
Look, I'm really sorry I went to the papers about you. It was really cheap and tacky of me.
Yes, it was. Mind you, I'm not sure I can let you just come walking back in here.
I don't want my job back. No way.
Oh.
I, want to see if you'd lend me some money.
What?
Well, not lend it me. It's more of an investment opportunity. Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, I see. So my money's good enough for you, even if my salon isn't.
Well, I've been offered a place in a course, a brilliant course to study TV presenting.
Well, good luck.
Problem is, I can't afford the fees.
Huh? I don't think so, Candice. Do you?
Oh, hang on a minute, Audrey. It's not what you think, okay? Look, the deal would be that you would pay for my fees, and then when I'm famous and I'm doing interviews in newspapers and I'm going on Parkinson and Frank Skinner, then I'll make sure I mention you. I'll say things like, I owe everything to you in this salon, and you were like the mum I never had. What do you think?
I'm astounded, actually. I don't know how you've got the gall to show your face in here, let alone ask me for money.
Yeah, but you get it back 10 times over. You'd be almost as famous as me.
I knew you were deluded, Candice. But to think that you can just walk into a job as a TV weather girl, come off it.
Yeah, well, I believe in myself, even if you don't.
Oh, just go. Get out now. Oof, the cheek of you.
Careful, Audrey. I don't have to be nice about you when I'm famous. I'll dish you and this place.
Diss me? Oh, diss what you want. And you know, I hope the papers do come sniffing around here, Candice, because then I can tell them how you have changed overnight from a nice, pleasant girl into a stuck-up, self-obsessed little madam. Just go.
Keep it up. You're doing a grand job.
Don't push it, Ian. I've got this in my hand.
Go ahead, punk. Make my day. You know what'll happen now if you're not careful, don't you? I'll get wet, you'll get wet. We'll both end up covered in soapy lather on the bonnet of that car.
What time did you say the customer was coming to pick this up?
Oh, he's here already. It's mine.
But you said it was an emergency.
It is. I want it looking nicer when I go home. Oh, and, when you finish doing that, do those over there.
Morning.
Morning.
David, Barney.
Can't you feed him?
You know the rules. I feed you, you feed him.
Thinks he's too old to look after pets.
Is he interested in gardening?
Only if there's goalposts at one end, a sound system at the other, and the grass cuts itself.
Missed out the plasma screen telly in the middle.
I thought I might get our Craig out here. I used to love helping me dad with his allotment. Used to make me feel really grown up.
I wish you luck.
Mind you, they've got different distractions to what we had. I didn't think you could do out with lasses but pull their pigtails till I was 16.
I don't have pigtails these days, and most of them are into kickboxing. You had it easy.
He's got an answer for everything.
Do you think our Craig will get back to being like that?
You just give him time.
Hey, how do you fancy going to Derbyshire tomorrow? Hiring some bikes and having a nice long ride.
You're not working?
Nope, I've got the whole weekend off.
Don't you fancy just putting your feet up?
I took the job at Davenport's to help our family, and all I do is work. I reckon we deserve a bit of quality time together.
Bike riding's a bit extreme, though, isn't it?
Well, I fancy some fresh air and a bit of exercise after being stuck in a flipping showroom all week.
A golf? On a bike? She'll look well stupid. I'm not going. Bike riding's for kids.
It'll be fun.
Rosie doesn't do fun.
You making it homely, then?
No, they're for Tommy. Me and Craig going to the cemetery later.
Oh, sorry.
There was some fresh on Katie's grave. That you?
Yeah.
Would you made a go of it? You and Katie?
Well, I ask myself that a lot. Well, the baby. Wouldn't have made any difference.
Well, it doesn't always. Especially not these days.
Anyway, how are you coping?
No choice. You cope.
Got 15p?
I only had enough of this. Sorry.
Have it on tick.
What do you think? We don't take euros.
Hang on. If you're staying home, don't go opening the door to strangers.
Aren't you getting me mixed up with Chesney?
They're coming to repossess the teller if we don't cough up 3 months' payments. So that door stays shut.
The projections that you asked for, details of the sales promotions, and the holiday request till the end of next month. I think you'll find everything's in order.
Thank you. Yeah. You're good at names, lists, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I try to be.
Good. Because Dim Tim in the workshop has had to go to the doctor. So you can do the sandwich run.
You are kidding.
No, food's a very serious matter. Put me down for ham salad, no mayo. Hey. There you go. Get a move on. Don't forget the boys in the paint shop. The lads need their grub.
I've always been able to get on with people. Women like to think they could be my best friend. A shoulder to cry on. And I'm sure I don't need to tell you that men, well, they see me as a sort of fantasy figure. Look, but don't touch. One chap told me I were Marilyn Monroe with a Lancashire accent. I can't see it myself, except in certain lines. And kids. Well, I've 3 myself, so I'm sensitive to the little ways. But then you'd expect nothing less when you've worked in the sort of high-class establishments I have. I'm in great demand. But I'd like to hear more about your restaurant. What is it exactly?
Chip shop.
Any danger? Get a move on, eh? This is dinner, not breakfast.
Go on then. See if you get served any quicker on Tile Street. Right. 4 fish, 5 chips, 2 mushy peas.
5 fish, 4 chips.
You said 4 fish.
We'll stick another one in then, yeah?
We're out of fish. Rocky, chop, chop, eh? What are you doing here?
Oh, I've just come in with Sean.
Shouldn't be eating chips any road, not with that backside.
Flaming cheek! Of all the things you had to inherit off her, ginger hair and a big backside.
Could have been worse. Much worse.
Am I getting another fish or what?
I said fish, Rocky. Fish.
Oh, could you stick me a battered sausage in? Can't wait to see how she minds that.
Oh, that's all I need, atomic mutton.
Oh, I hope you're not in a hurry.
Didn't ask for salt and vinegar.
Hey, stick us a special in, sweetheart.
Hey, we were here first.
Do you know what? Forget it. I'll order pizzas.
You'll pay for these?
Betcha.
I'll have them if you want them.
Oh! Hamburger, Leila! Hamburger!
Burgers? Nobody ordered burgers.
Probably those who walked out before.
Are we gonna get served round here or what?
Rocky, get on with them flaming fish. And we need more chips, what with big gob Janice around.
随地喊一句话，什么都不懂。打开。
Where have you been?
Oh, the dryers on the laundrette were on the blink.
Laundrette?
Well, you need a dryer after a 90-degree wash. It'd never be ready for your reception otherwise.
You little cow.
Oh, is that the time? We usually have a glass of wine about now, don't we?
Well, come on then. Tuck in.
It's not same. Last week I were eating me fry-ups on a veranda looking at palm trees and blue skies.
Hey, do you realise there's only one ring working on this cooker?
Oh, that's all right. We only need it for eating up beans. Now my lovely lady's bringing home free chips every day. Oh.
Morning, Kenneth.
Morning, Fred. What can I do you for?
Half a bitter, please. Morning.
I don't care what they say about secularisation of supermarkets, there's still something special, isn't there, about Sunday morning? I can't help feeling there's something distinctly Laurentian about you. Show me your hands.
You what?
You can tell a lot about a man from his hands. Oh, yes. These are the hands of a working man.
4 set of fingers and all. Not every butcher can say that.
Do you know, I think I found what I've been looking for all these years.
Pardon?
My hero.
Steady on, I say steady on.
A man whom women love and men admire. Beating heart of his community. The essence of working class masculinity. A man of quiet steel who, at the climax of my great novel, as the coal shaft creaks and cracks and starts to collapse, puts his massive shoulder against the black rock and becomes a human pit prop holding up the crust of the earth, whilst his fellow colliers escape to safety.
Does he get out alive?
I'm afraid not. But in death he becomes immortal. And, do you know, I've been looking for a name for my hero, my underground atlas, and now I think I've found it. Fred Elliot.
My name in a book?
Oh, yes, if I may.
My name. Immortalised as the hero of a great novel.
Fred Elliot, a giant among men. Oh.
Oh, let me get you a drink. A pint, is it?
Oh, no, thank you. I prefer a brandy.
Large brandy coming up.
Les, I'm in no mood for mucking about.
Patience, my little battered sausage, and all will be revealed.
And don't call me sausage. I'm seriously worried this job's putting me off chips. I've even started fantasising about salad.
Ah, well, maybe it's time one of your fantasies came true.
Les, it's fantastic.
You know what it is?
Of course I do.
Good, because every other idiot thought it was a coffin. It's not new like, but it's got brand new tubes. There's 1,000 watts of sunshine in that baby. Oh, and I've sent Chesney to the pictures with Fizz and Kirk. So, why don't you strip off and take her for a spin?
Oh, I'd love to, but I'm covered in chip fat. If I got under there now, I'd shall fry. I'll have a bath first. Is there any hot water?
Oh, well, the immersion's on the blink again. But it's warming up slowly.
I shall devote far more pages to Mr. Cole.
Mr. Cole?
The Mine Workers' Union chief. Self-taught man. He's a voracious reader, an intellectual, and yet an indefatigable leader of men. Of course, the greedy mine owners, they tried to beat him down, but he fights fire with fire, and by the end of the book, he triumphs. And his victory is justice for all working men.
Oh, and another pint, is it?
You know, I don't mind if I do.
Right. Cheers, Michael. Very best of health. I must say it was a lovely lunch, mate, and we're very grateful for your generous hospitality.
You're a selfish old fool.
My wife, on the other hand, has a different way of expressing her gratitude.
Gratitude my eye. You've seen the way he treats Penny. It's a disgrace.
Yes, and if you don't mind, that is Michael's business, not yours, all right?
No, no, no. Let her speak.
Let her? I don't need his permission to speak. Are you living in the Dark Ages or what?
You asked for that one.
What is on your pretty little mind, darling?
If you want to lose Penny, you're going the right way about it.
Why? What did I do?
You let her go and sort her house out on her own, and you let her go home to a place that only got burgled today.
Yeah, but she likes her independence.
Oh, is that what she said, is it? Sounds to me like you like your independence. You want to have your cake and eat it, never mind what she wants. Have you even asked her what she wants? Well, have you?
Like I said, lovely lunch.
Do you need another basting?
Down, Tiger.
Hey, with this baby, you'll have a better tan than that cheap as chips bloke.
Don't talk about chips, love. You'll spoil mood.
Do you want another lager?
Go on, then.
Oh, flaming hell!
What's going on?
The flaming fridge door's come off. It snapped its hinges. It's still working, though. The cans are nice and cold. There you go.
So the fridge is broke now.
No, just the door.
Everything's falling apart, Les.
Not everything.
Cooker, fridge, toaster, nothing works. Everything in this house wants chucking on scrap heap. And to think, a few days ago we were living in Spain. Could have had it all. And instead we're stuck here up to our necks in junk and knockoffs.
Things are a bit tight right now, but they'll get better, you'll see.
When? I'm sick of making do with busted stuff.
We can't afford new. Besides, that fridge has done well. I've had that since me and our Jan got wed.
That's it.
What's it?
Propose to me.
What?
How'd you get a new cooker, toaster, fridge? You get married, that's how. You invite everyone over for a vol au vent, glass of pomade and a quick okey-cokey, and they give you wedding presents.
You, my little sunshine senorita, and a flaming genius.
One cheapo wedding and this house could be packed at gills with brand new consumer durables.
Come here.
Oh, Les, say them words I'm longing to hear.
Cilla Brown, will you do me the very great honour of becoming my third wife?
Too damn right I will.
Ta.
Hi, Fizz.
Oh, hi, Fizz. All right, what's this important news then? Why couldn't you tell me on the phone?
Ask your mum.
Will you tell her, shall I?
Oh, don't faff about. I'm going to be late for work. They're getting married. Uncle Leslie's going to be my dad.
It's true. I'm going to make an honest woman of your mother.
Oh, that'd be a good trick.
She's a sarky cow. I knew she'd be like this. She never could be happy for me. Never could.
Have you got any appointments today?
None that are any of your business.
I was asking for any that involved your business. I'm trying to do my job.
Well, we should do it somewhere else.
Hello, Devonport Motors. Yes, he is. Can I ask who's calling? It's for you, somebody called Cheryl.
Cheryl! And there was me thinking what a dull and boring day it was going to be. Ah, well, if you say you've got to see me, I'm hardly going to object, am I? Yeah, well, the sooner the better as far as I'm concerned. Hey, I've always got time for you, you know that. Yeah, you're right, it's been far too long.
You've not heard what kind of a shop it's going to be then? Not made any inquiries?
No. No, I've neither the time nor the inclination. It's not going to be a butcher's, that's all that concerns me.
How do you know it's not going to be a butcher's?
Well, we Elliott's son, 2 door away. Oh, nobody's that daft to get into competition with me and our Ashley. It'd be commercial suicide. As a commercial suicide, they'd be cutting their own throats.
Morning! You do speciality cards, don't you?
We do. What were you after?
Wedding invitations.
Oh, they're over there, middle shelf. Who's it for?
Me and Les, of course. It's very persistent, you know, and I haven't the heart to keep refusing him.
You see, Fred, it could be another butcher's after all. There's always a few idiots about. We've just heard proof of that.
I suppose I ought to say congratulations.
Thank you. These are quite nice. I want something tasteful. No, I think I'll bring Les in, let him have a look. We haven't decided on a date yet, but when we do, you'll all be getting an invitation.
What, all of us?
Oh, yeah. We want all our good friends and neighbours there. And, of course, Les will be wanting a best man. Well, I'll let you get on.
Can you believe it? Why they'd be thinking of asking me? I mean, now, had it been a funeral... maybe.
And why is she planning on asking me of all people? I mean, after what she put me through, does she think I'm a friend?
I'm not here. I don't want to be disturbed.
And what about phone calls?
I've just told you. I'm not here. You still drinking white wine?
When it's offered.
It is.
Hi, Chesney.
Oh, hiya. What have you got for 11p?
Oh, not much. And anyway, you shouldn't be eating sweets before your dinner. Go on.
Can't. There's no one there.
Here, Chesney. Have this on me.
Oh, it's hard.
Now, look, here's a couple of bob. Put that with the 11p and go and buy yourself an apple at the corner shop.
All right. Then I'm going round to the chippy. My mum's working there now.
Hey, I thought you said you wasn't having any dinner. You know, you're by rights. I could ask for my money back.
Oh, restrain yourself, Norris. Now, listen, Chesney. Your mum was in earlier and she mentioned something about getting married. Is she having us on?
Nah, it's true. They're going to have a wedding. That means Uncle Les is going to be my dad.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's great. Uncle Les is the best uncle I've ever had.
Well, that's good. I'm very pleased for you.
And will you be having a little brother, a little sister? I mean, is that what this wedding's about?
Nah, my mum don't want any more babies. She says every time she looks at me, she knows she's got enough. What she wants is a lot of wedding presents.
I see.
Yeah, she says everything in the house is falling to bits. This way we can get some new stuff. Well, see ya.
See ya.
Stay tuned. In a moment, it's Robbie Williams. But right now, for the latest traffic update, we go to our Eye in the Sky with today's eagle-eyed lady, the lovely Cerise. Come in, Cerise.
Cerise?
Oh, what a plonker.
It's Candice, you don't know, not Cerise.
It's
Shut up, Ian.
What's going on, Si? You said you wanted to know, so that's why I phoned you. Ian is in there with a woman, and he's been in there at least an hour.
I see.
And when he took her up there, he said he hadn't to be disturbed.
I'll disturb him.
Hey, Justine! What a lovely surprise for me. You remember Cheryl, don't you?
Yes, of course. Nice to see you.
Nice. She always cost me a fortune.
You keeping well, Justine? Fine, thanks. Anyway, Moustache, I have another client waiting.
Okay, I'll see you out.
That was our accountant.
Accountant?
I know I asked you to keep an eye on Ian. I shouldn't have. Clearly it wasn't a good idea. I could very easily have made a total fool of myself just then.
I know, I'm sorry, Justine.
Let's just forget about it.
You're all getting invites.
With a wedding present list attached?
Oh, I hadn't thought about that, have you, Les?
No, we hadn't. Still, that is the modern way, I believe.
Well, I'll save you the price of an invitation card. don't bother to send me one or your wedding present list.
Nor me.
Or me.
Why not?
Because I have a prior engagement on your wedding day.
We haven't decided when it is yet.
Whenever it is, I'm not going.
Audrey, you'll come, I know.
Oh, not with my allergy, no.
I don't understand this.
Well, I'll explain it to you then. We're all allergic to you, and nobody wants to go to your wedding, let alone spend hard-earned money on presents for you. And it's no good pretending to be Mr. and Mrs. Nice, because you're a pair of public nuisances.
Public nuisances? Silly. Warm-hearted, sunny-natured, salt of the earth. And me? I'm like a lovable rogue, me.
About as lovable as toothache. And as for her, she's one of nature's gumboils.
Was that part of your spy deal with Justine?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, I bet you don't, but I do. What if I do the same favour for Kevin?
What do you mean?
Fill him in on all the games his wife's been playing. Tell him all the things he ought to know about your goings-on.
You wouldn't do that.
Oh, you want to bet?
Ian, please, you wouldn't do a mean thing like that.
No, you're right. Phoning a man to tell him the facts about his wife. That's the mean way. The coward's way. The way to do it is face to face, man to man.
Ian!
Kevin should be at home about now, right?
Ian! Oh!
So you're going to move in here with me or not?
Well, I'll admit I'd rather not sleep in my house for a day or so. I suppose that's what being burgled has done to me. So, if you fancy a lodger for a few days...
No,
then...
hang on a minute, no. I'm not offering you some temporary shakedown. I want it for keeps, you and me. Mike, Penny, us together.
That's not like you, Mike.
Well, I thought you'd be pleased.
Well, I am. I think. But you've just taken me by surprise. I mean, what's all this about? What are you after?
I'll tell you. When you left yesterday, I thought to myself, supposing you never see Penny again. And I didn't like that idea. Because you are very, very good for me.
This is the finish, Sal.
Look, I don't know what's been said, Kevin.
Look, I'm taking no more of it. She's been told time and time again.
What? I'm not with you.
This is the phone bill we got this morning. Come and look at it. And that's just down to Rose, that, no one else. And that's on top of what we give her for a mobile.
I'll get it. Ian, please don't do this.
It's got to be done.
Ian, come on in, mate.
Hey, Kevin.
Look, why don't we have a drink, eh? Kevin, nip to the corner shop and get us a bottle of wine.
No, don't bother. I shan't be stopping that long. It's a bit difficult, this, Kevin, but I have to tell you something. It's to do with what's been going on at work.
How do you mean?
I'll not beat about the bush. I've taken 2 new mechanics on. Well, it makes business sense for me, but the downside for you is I shan't be putting servicing out to you anymore.
I see. I mean, I understand. It's a bit of a blow. Suppose all good things come to an end, eh?
They certainly do. Well, I'll say good night. I'm sure you've had enough bad news. For one day, anyway.
Well, you know what this is really about, don't you? Ian tearing up the contract.
Well, he reckons he's taken on 2 new mechanics.
Doesn't add up to me, that. There's something more going on with him. Something personal.
What do you mean?
First of all, his wife asked you to spy on him. Then you stopped doing overtime. This is his way of getting back at you.
He wouldn't be that petty, surely.
Who could blame him, Sal? I mean, he doesn't want you interfering with his marriage. Did you see the looks he was giving you last night?
No.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have it out with him anyway.
What?
Look, I'm not going to take it lying down, Sal. It's going to be a big drop in earnings for us, especially without your overtime.
I'd leave it.
Me and him had a deal.
You're only going to make things worse.
Sally, I've been turning down customers to accommodate him.
Well, look, let me talk to him.
Why? He needs to hear it from me.
Yeah, well, I'm worried that if you two have a row, I'm going to end up losing my job and all.
I suppose there is that.
Just leave it, Kevin. Let me sort it out.
All right. I'll see you later.
A lot of banging and hammering coming from there this morning.
Best thing that can be said is they're getting on with it. It's been an eyesore, that place.
Hello, Fred.
Diggory? What are you doing here? I've not seen you at a WTA meeting lately.
No, I've come to survey my latest acquisition.
You're never buying it, are you?
Already bought, Fred. Past tense.
There's no call for a baker's round here.
Oh, I would beg to differ. Having done me research, like. Observing Mr. Cropper's cafe at dinner times, for instance.
Beg your pardon?
Oh, them queues you have for your takeaway sandwiches and soup. No, I'll be relieving you of some of the strain there, don't you worry.
I'm quite equal to the strain, as you call it. Thank you very much.
As long as you don't start selling joints of beef.
No. No, I'll be selling pork pies and the like, mind. Anyway, excuse me, gents. I've got a dash. Hey, Fred. All we need now is the candlestick maker. Hey? Did you get it?
How about we call a truce?
Well, I will. If you will.
Let's do it then.
I'm afraid I bring bad news.
Why, what's happened?
Your old adversary, Diggory Compton, he's opened a baker's in the old hardware shop.
So?
So? You sell bread and cakes, don't you? Sandwiches, snacks. He'll be eating into your profit margins.
People come in for all sorts besides that.
They won't if he has his way. I say they won't if he has his way. He's already got his eye on my pork pie empire.
Don't be ridiculous.
No good ever come from a baker's shop. Great Fire of London started in one of them, you know.
Sounds like you've got a bee in your bonnet, Fred. Catch it.
No, what I call this. It's water, you've a leak.
I am Tava.
Oh, there, see. There was a puddle on floor.
Oh, no.
Oh, well, I'll get it seen to. Small leaks can turn into waterfalls before you know it.
Sorry, Fred. You've a knack for finding water, haven't you?
Oh, thank you. I was just passing, actually. Hello, Hayley.
Hiya. I just popped in to find out about visiting Angela.
Yeah, I went to see her this morning.
How is she?
Oh, well, she's not good.
Oh, dear. Well, I just wondered if you needed anything, Keith.
No, thanks, I'm fine.
We're in low on card! Card! What's point to working in a fish shop if you don't know names at flaming fish?
你别这样拿着好不好？你是什么玩意儿？
Don't shout at me!
你再这样子，我就告老毛去。
I said, don't shout at me! Now I know what you made me do! Flaming Nora!
你想干什么？你要把我杀了？
You weren't putting in your place!
Beats watching telly in here, doesn't it?
I just found this in Mr. Austin's car. It's the docket I wrote out with the priority instruction on, so they did get it.
Well, there's a surprise.
You didn't tell them to ignore it to make me look stupid, did you? You nasty little...
You walked right into that one.
But we agreed a truce this morning.
If you think I'm going to let a glorified typist call the
You
shots...
didn't do things like that when you were getting what you wanted from me.
We were both getting what we wanted then.
Oh, in your dreams, if you think I was enjoying it.
You put on a pretty good act, but then people who do it for money learn that kind of thing, don't they? I'm sorry. That was unforgivable.
Everything you've done recently has been unforgivable.
Oh, Sally, please, wait. Let's talk about this reasonably.
Reasonable? You?
I can't believe what I'm turning into.
You said it.
Look, I had every intention of telling Kevin when I came round last night.
Oh, then why didn't you?
Because I looked into his eyes and I saw the damage it would do. And I pulled back just in time. We're going nowhere, aren't we?
I'm just tired of all this.
Me too. I think it's time we parted company.
I've told you. You're not getting rid of me just like that.
No. Hear me out. But I know you need the money from this job. I was talking to Arthur Brooks the other day. You know Brooks is auto sales.
What about him?
Well, he's desperate for a new PA. I'm sure if I put in a word for you, he'd take you on.
You only make things
Stitches, are we, Shelley? No wonder you got a real comedian here. If this is about that leak, too damn right it is. So why don't you go and fix it? Now. The work's still under guarantee.
Tell you what, you've been a good customer. I'll do it for half my normal rate. Can't say fairer than that.
Come on, Charlie, don't make me take this to the Federation of Master Cowboys.
What?
Well, that's who regulates clowns like you, isn't it?
That's a good one.
Leave it, Dev.
Your wife's right.
Yeah, well, my wife was right this afternoon. All you gave her was a mouthful.
So that's what this is all about.
It didn't help.
Shouldn't believe everything your wife says.
My wife? My wife, Charlie, is free to do and say exactly as she likes.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, well, it's speaking today. What, did you take a ball and chain off, did you, Charlie? Did you let her out of the cell for a few hours? Hey, Shelley, what time does the gag go back on, Shell?
No more.
You're going to regret this.
Well, that's it. Can't think of anything else. What do you want to know?
Well, all I want to know is when you're going to decide.
Well, I've decided. It's yours if you want it.
Thanks, I do. I really do.
Good. When can you start?
Well, the sooner the better. Tomorrow?
Excellent.
Right, well, I'll nip back to Davenport's and finish up. I'll come back later and you can fill me in on all the details.
Perfect. All right, well, I'll see you later. Really pleased to have you on board.
Thanks. Bye.
Looks ingenious, Keith.
Oh, it's an old trick for runner beans. Oh, I'll put some by your door when they harvest.
Oh, thanks. We have to come round for your dinner sometime.
Oh, thank you, girl. That'd be very kind of you.
Don't do the wash one, man. We're going to play footy.
We'll play in the street.
It's a grudge match between me and Barney. I've got to beat him in replay.
OK, but you hang it up afterwards, all right?
All right, deal.
Who's this Barney that he can't kick around in street?
Rabbit.
Huh. Don't hold with the lettuce chomping vermin myself unless you're eating them. It's a much underrated foodstuff.
Well, don't let David hear you say that. He thinks he's too old, but he dotes on his bunny, really.
Sorry, Keith.
Was that you or the rabbit?
Me.
I take it you're on the fringes of the school team rather than its backbone.
Right!
Oh, it seems I owe you an apology.
Do you? What for?
Well, I've just heard from the Apostrophe Protection Society.
What?
The Apostrophe Protection Society, they're very, very important. They're attempting to preserve the correct usage of a much misused punctuation mark.
What are you on about?
Well, you see, when I first saw your new sign, I mentally placed the apostrophe after the S instead of before the S, where it is now. But it seems I was choosing the incorrect object for the sentence.
What, are you saying we've done something wrong?
Au contraire, it's correct.
Then why are you talking?
There, there. You see this? Chip-chop property. You were trying to nick it. You're fired! Pop your eyes back, show's over.
I haven't seen that bunny make a single telling tackle.
Yeah, I'm playing him off the park.
Not the most exciting of pets, are they?
Oh, he's mega boring. Mum thinks I love him. See, he's high maintenance and low fun. It's all cage cleaning, really. This is the closest you get to having a laugh with him. Black shoots!
I'll take that as a second warning.
What do you mean?
We'll have to wait and see on that one, won't we?
You worked out the phone system?
Yeah.
You know everything, then? There's nothing more I can teach you. But I hope there's a few things you can teach me.
Get off. What are you doing? I'm sorry, but that's not appropriate.
What?
You can't just touch me like that.
That's not what I've been told.
You what?
Oh, come on, don't act coy. Ian's passed you on to us.
You what?
I thought you knew what this job entailed.
I'm a PA.
Nominally.
You can forget that. I'm not a whore.
Oh, I'm sorry, love, but if you're not willing to put out, I've got no use for you.
And Barney the Rabbit makes the late challenge. He's too slow for Platt. Platt's through on goal. He shoots.
I'm sorry, son. You've had your chances. 3 strikes and you're out.
What did you do that for?
Got to teach you a lesson, ain't I? I gave you 2 warnings and I acted on the 3rd. Firm but fair.
Fair? You're not a psycho, are you, Keith?
I don't think I am. But I got me principles and I stick to them.
Well, what if Barney found his way into your garden? Would the 3 strikes rule apply to him and all?
Well, we'll have to see about that, won't we?
Come on, Barney. Time for you to take shelter from this weirdo.
So you come home. Hey, what's up?
Kevin.
Hey, what's happened?
It's no job.
How come?
Ian tricked me. He's trying to get rid of me.
Listen, mate, why would he do a thing like that?
Ian's not your friend.
Why not? Go and ask him myself.
No, Kevin, come back.
I knew this sounded dodgy, Sal, so tell me what's going on. Right.
Don't, Kevin, please.
Talk.
You've got to promise me that you won't do anything. You won't go and see him. You're just going to leave well alone. Promise?
Tell me.
Work hasn't been quite as hunky-dory as I've been making it out to be. Ian's been coming on to me.
How?
He keeps asking me to go to bed with him.
When?
All the time in the office, after work.
Are you sure?
It's not something you misinterpret.
So why didn't you tell me before?
Because I thought I could handle him.
You didn't need to handle him, Sal. That's why we're a couple. So we could deal with problems together.
We needed the money.
Not that bad. The first sign of him trying anything like that, you should have phoned me up.
And what would you have done?
I would have flown down there and sorted him out.
Exactly, Kevin, and that's why I didn't tell you. Because when you're a couple, you have to deal with things together. You have to think about it and talk about it, and you just go around there and act on your own.
This isn't my fault. I know who is to blame. So when did it start?
What?
Him! You!
Soon after I started.
How often?
All the time. But it's been worse recently.
What did you say?
I said no, of course.
Oh, this isn't right.
Kevin, come back!
Look, I'm going to have a word with him.
No, leave it, Kevin, you promised.
He's seeing to.
No, just leave it. You're only going to make things worse.
Worse? How can it be worse, Sal? Let go. I'm going to go and see him.
I said no, of course. Yeah, sure you did. Looks like Dad's gonna find out your dirty little secret too.
Hiya, Kevin. Hey, what's the problem?
Oh, problem solved. You can try it on with other blokes' wives, but stay away from mine, do you hear me? Stay away from Sally. Tried it on! Is that what she told you? Don't you dare deny it.
Oh, I wouldn't, mate. I wouldn't.
Good!
It's only half the story. Oh, I tried it on. But then I tried it out.
You what?
We had an affair. Oh, she was more than willing. Thanks for the loan, Kevin. You can take her back now. I've filled my boots.
Get off! Get up there! Leave me alone, you! Get off!
Hey, it's up to you what you believe. But you've got to ask yourself, why would I lie?
I can't tell any more lies.
Oh, shut up, Mum!
You dirty rat.
Go upstairs, girls, please.
Upstairs.
What's going on?
Upstairs! He'll come near you again.
What did he say?
What do you think he said?
I don't know. What?
He didn't say anything.
He still cuts a dash, doesn't he?
You think so?
Yes, for an old boy.
Ever so distinguished.
It's a disgrace, you know. The London literary scene wouldn't recognise the power of the imagination if it smacked them in the cerebral cortex. It's a conspiracy. I blame Melvyn Bragg. The only critic I've any time for is German Greer, and she's a party crasher.
Has Melvyn started writing a column in Woman's Own then?
Oh, my apologies. I will pay for the magazine.
No, I wouldn't dream of it. I'll see to it.
What was in it to upset you?
These people, they fail to realise that every book published by another is a knife in the very soul of someone like me, even though it's a penny dreadful whose concepts stretch no further than consumerism and coitus.
There's no need to take it so personally, Mel.
My dear, sweet Emily. It's the only way I can take it. Life is visceral, you know, it's immediate. You've got to feel it here. Well, you might as well turn up your toes this instant.
He does get himself worked up, doesn't he?
You should have seen me when I was young. I was a firebrand, mellowed with the years.
This is mellowed.
I'm a veritable pussycat these days, meow meow.
Still got a set of claws, though.
Audrey, you are the very woman I wish to see.
Oh.
I'm looking for advice on local houses. Attention must be paid to the Hutchright locks.
Well, look, I can give you a trim, lovey.
Wake up, Barney. Bethany wants to play with you. Barney. Mum! Mum!
Is everything all right?
What's the matter?
Something up with Barney, he's not moving.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
He's dead.
Can't we give him a kiss of life and revive him or something?
He's cold, love. He must have been dead hours. I'm really sorry.
Chin up, lad.
You wouldn't have anything to do with this, would you, Keith?
David? He didn't mean that.
I know he didn't.
Come on. Come on in.
All right, well, I best find something to bury him in.
Better make it fox-proof.
Fox-proof?
Aye, they're beggars. They'll dig him up and spread him all over the ground if you don't put him in something secure.
Oh, I've not got time for this. I'm going to be late. I'll have to do it when I get back.
Right on time, Mel.
Hello, Mel. Oh, Kenneth. Oh, is it you? Yes. Oh, you did give me a surprise.
Good to know I can still surprise people.
Oh, well, I told you it were unisex. Now take a seat. Maria will settle you in. I'll be back in a mo.
Yeah.
Are you following me around?
Almost. No, I saw you coming in and I thought it'd be friendly to have mine done at the same time. Can you fit me in?
What for? A quick polish?
Oh, now that's a very old line, and baldness isn't nearly as funny.
What, as it looks?
Can you fit me in or not?
I'll have to go and check in my book.
Aye.
Right, Norris. I can do you at 1 minute to 2 minutes past. That should be long enough, eh?
It's very difficult to maintain a semblance of dignity in the modern world.
Oh, banish your dignity, Norris, I have.
Right, I'll do you after Ken. Go on.
Ken's corner. This is you, is it not, Kenneth?
It is.
Yes. Do you do this as a favour, or do they pay you money?
They pay me.
Really? For this? The Queen's coin?
Well, it's real money.
Well, it is superficially impressive. It's like a dog walking on two legs. It's not done well, but one's amazed it's done at all.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It's such fascinating stuff. Will the council fix the cracked pavement? I can hardly wait for next week.
Yes, well, it's important to the people involved.
No. Norris, come here quickly. Look at this. He's used disinterested to mean uninterested, when any slack-jawed fool knows it means impartial.
Been putting something off.
What?
Something I want to ask you. What happened when Ian come on to you at the garage?
He asked me to go to bed with him.
We joked about that. Why didn't you tell me then?
Because I didn't want to let anybody down.
Oh, yeah, right. Just like that. He asked you to go to bed with him and you say no?
Yeah. And then he asked me again a few days later.
And you kept saying no?
That's right, I said no.
Did he ever try to touch you?
No. Why the third degree?
Because he told me a different story.
Did he?
He said you said yeah.
Oh.
He said you had been having an affair.
Yeah, well, he would say that, wouldn't he? Because he's a nasty piece of work.
Been thinking about it. All last night, all this morning. And I believe him. You were having an affair.
If that's what you think, I've got nothing more to say to you.
So, did you get many words written today, Mel?
It's for the bean counters of this world to do the totting up. I'm an artist. I count quality.
That's a no, then.
I've been typing like a demon all day. I'm surprised these fingers aren't dripping blood.
Oh, I can vouch for that, I heard.
And although a lot of what I wrote was good...
I'm sure it was.
Some would say very good. It wasn't perfect. So, I ripped it up and started again.
You'd never get your column finished if you did that, would you, Ken?
No, I don't suppose I would.
And the world would be spared your many solecisms.
Solecisms? Does that mean wise words?
No, it means grammatical errors.
Oh, you knew that without looking it up in the dictionary. I am impressed, Kenneth.
Don't tease him, Mel.
Like this?
Yeah, that's about right.
Oh, and how long do we do it for?
Till your arms are tired.
Look, Dad. Making bread.
Can you go upstairs a minute, please, Sophie?
Again? But my hands are covered in dough.
Just do as you're told, eh?
Another argument.
Go on, love, it's all right.
Playing the perfect mum. Should tell him what you really like.
I'm ready for my apology.
I've got one my cheek. You still gonna front it up even now?
I can't believe you're doubting my loyalty.
I know Ian told me the truth.
How do you know?
Because I believed Tommy when he said you was having an affair with Marty. I got the signs right. It was just the bloke I got wrong.
And what are the signs, Sherlock?
Sherlock? Coming home late. Bringing back little treats, being nice to me.
Being nice to... Come on.
But mainly, I know in here, Sal. I knew there was something going on, but I trusted you. I must be the most stupidest man in the world, and you make me feel like that, you lying, cheating...
Good. Bye, babe.
Oh, did you get it?
Of course you did.
Well done.
Yeah, congratulations. I really didn't think you had it in you.
Oh, you're looking at the future of meteorology.
Really? So, what channel are you going to be on then?
Well, yeah. Even I heard of it.
Well, it's kind of like subscribers only or something. Do you wear clothes? Of course I do.
Well, do you?
Yes.
Ah, what kind of job gets your wet hair then?
You didn't get anything else wet, did you?
I'll get the drinks in.
Good man.
Like what?
Well, like your T-shirt?
Look, it's not pervy, you know. It's not. Let's sit down.
Dad. Bucket of water for me, please, Dad. There's a good lad.
I'll serve, Dev.
Oh, please yourself.
Shelley? No, surely I don't deserve any special treatment after insulting you so disgracefully.
I'm sorry things got out of hand. Can we just forget about it?
Is everything all right?
Yeah, it's fine. I want to get served. Shelley wants to talk.
Look, there's no need to call the police, is there? We don't need to take this any further, do we? There's no need.
What's going on?
Just in time to pour petrol on the fire.
Come on.
I want to know why Shelley's calling to you. What have you been saying to her?
No, Charlie, please! No more!
What are you doing?
I was looking out for you!
By calling to him, I stick up for you, and that's how you repay me?
You never do anything right.
But I think he may ask me again. Wonderful. Oh, hello.
What have you done with him?
With what?
Is it you?
Is what, me?
It is, isn't it? What have you done with Barney?
Ow!
Calm down, mate.
Tell us she's hidden him.
What?
I can't find Barney anywhere. I left him outside.
I haven't touched you, stupid dead rabbit.
Oh, Lovey, come on. We all know how much you love Barney. And, well, death is an awful thing to have to deal with. But all you can do now is try and remember all the happy times you had with him. Concentrate on that.
You're cool. I'll give you that.
I'm not cool. I'm not taking it seriously. I'm a loyal wife.
What's loyal about banging the boss?
Don't be so crude. And keep your voice down. The girls are upstairs.
Don't tell me what to do. Look, I know what you did, Sal.
You don't know anything. You get everything wrong. You always have.
Not this time.
Take your hands off me.
I don't want to. What I want to do is smash you through that wall. How could you do this to me, Sal? Do you not think about me at all, eh? Look me in the eyes and tell me nothing happened. Go on! I know you've been sleeping with that slime ball. Admit it!
Nothing happened.
Just leave her alone, Dad. Mum wouldn't have an affair. She wouldn't.
What on earth are you doing, Emily?
Oh, I was just looking for something.
Oh, what?
Well, it's that little porcelain figurine I always keep on the mantelpiece.
I'm afraid I have a confession to make.
What?
Having destroyed my day's work, I came in here earlier in somewhat of a temper. And I'm afraid I rather carelessly smashed the figurine, waving my arms about.
Oh.
Did you keep the bits?
No, they were sharp. No, I was worried someone might cut themselves.
That's a shame.
I hope it was of no great sentimental value.
No, although it was of considerable value in monetary terms.
Was it?
Oh, yes. It was worth at least £200.
It was not. Was it? How much?
It was very collectible, is that?
Oh, well, I can only say how deeply sorry I am and to give you my word of honour that I will replace or refund you before my departure. And I say to you again, Emily, I am deeply, deeply sorry.
What brings you here?
I've come on solemn business. I saw young David earlier when he were grieving for his rabbit.
Which has mysteriously disappeared, Keith.
And I could see he was struggling for a proper memorial. So I created one for him. Well, I did consider putting him in more of an action pose. And I knew you liked playing football with him, but I couldn't find a suitably sized ball. And this has a certain quiet dignity about it. Also, it's much faster to mount him in the traditional pose. And I knew you'd be looking for him to be returned quite quickly.
Well, I honestly don't know what to say, Keith.
You've stuffed Barney?
I've mounted him.
No, I don't think I want to know that, lover.
Well, that's what we call it, mounting. Anyway, I'll not intrude on your grief any longer. I'll bid you good night.
Well, thank you, Keith. It was an extremely unexpected gesture. I don't believe it.
That is awesome. Oh, I'm glad you all think it's funny.
Oh, lovey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We shouldn't laugh. Oh.
You ain't on time and a half, you know. I know. Well, then, where did all this eagerness come from? Because there was a time you'd never get out of bed on a Sunday before the Antiques Roadshow. I'm on a delivery. Which could wait until tomorrow, which means you're up to something. I'm not. Yes, you are. Come on, what are you doing? Smuggling brummies across the toll road?
Look, I'm going on a delivery. I'm coming straight back. It's Sunday, so there'll be less traffic.
Well, I'll tell you something. You better not be doing anything dodgy in this van. I'll tell you for why. Listen to me, listen. Because this van is registered to this place.
Dad, where's the trust, eh?
You got yourself a bird, didn't you? Ah, gotcha. That's it. That's all these trips to and from Birmingham, innit? You got yourself a brummy piece.
I'm leaving now.
Yeah.
Did you see him at the garage?
No.
Your dad?
No, but it's closed. I saw Chesney, though.
Oh, he's probably gone on a breakdown.
You know that corset I got at Affleck's?
Yep.
I don't think I can wear it. I mean, I tried to put it on this morning, but it was so tight, I couldn't bend down to put my boots on.
You gotta put your boots on first.
Oh, right. What's a corset? Bog off. Mum, she's doing it again. Listening to us. I can listen to whatever I want to listen to, but it's a free country. They used to sit upstairs with headphones on listening to devil music. It's not devil music. Yeah, it is. Dad says it is. And he says you look gay. Mum, will you tell her?
Rosie, will you stop moaning? It's our house as much as yours.
I hate it here. Let's go to your house. At least you haven't got parents getting at you all the time. An annoying sister. What?
Do you ever think before you open your mouth? I'd love to have parents getting at me. I'd love to have an annoying sister back.
Craig, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, well, forget it, Rosie. You've been doing me head in for ages now.
What do you mean?
You're dumped.
You can't dump me. You love me.
No, I don't. Not anymore. You're not even a proper goth.
Mum, Craig's just a Rosie because he hates her guts.
Yes, mate. Point and logger, please. I'm looking for someone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was told she works here. Carol?
Carol? Yeah. She don't work here, mate. I ain't done for a couple of weeks.
Would you know where she's working now, where I could find her?
Yeah, I know where you can find her.
Really, where?
It's over there by the dartboard.
Here, milk. 3 horseshoes, that's a tenner. Look, told you I felt lucky. Well, come on, get the old till open. You're quick enough when you're taking the money off me.
Carol?
That's right, love.
I've been looking for you.
What for?
Don't you recognise me?
Jamie?
I did like the diamante ones. It's not that I didn't like them, but I just preferred them in black. When I said, have you got my size? She said no, so... Mind you, they did have the pink ones, so... Tyrone? Oi!
I was only looking.
Oh, oh no way!
There's my address.
Why don't you just let me give you a lift home?
No. I've got things to do. You let me know when you're coming, I'll make sure I'm in.
Is it all right if I bring someone? My girlfriend, Leanne.
Of course it is. Don't trust your father, Jamie. Sorry.
Jamie?
He's on a delivery.
How come he's doing a delivery on a Sunday?
That's interesting.
What?
The way your voice rose when you asked that question. You reckon he's playing away, don't you?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You're standing there thinking to yourself, factories don't open on a Sunday.
Yeah, well, this place is open.
Ah, yeah, well, it's the only time I can get any work done, isn't it, when the place is empty?
Jamie wouldn't play away. He's got me. He won't go looking for something else.
Really? Then why are you looking for him? Are you bored? Do you want something to do? Something to play with? You could hang around here for a while, couldn't you? Play with me.
Oh, yeah? Got any cards?
You don't need props, love. Fancy a drink?
Is that all you've got?
Well, it's Mike's drinks cabinet, isn't it? I mean, it's unfortunate. Doesn't run to cocktails, I'm afraid.
Go on, then. You can entertain me till my boyfriend gets back. right. Thanks for the drink.
Where you going?
Home?
Are you mad? We've got a place to ourselves.
What? And disturb your work? Oh, I couldn't possibly do that. Like you said, you'll never get any work done when this place is empty. Try.
You know what I'm wondering, don't you? Why it took you so long to get to Birmingham and back?
The traffic was bad.
The traffic was bad. You're not kidding. It took him 12 hours to make one delivery. I could have walked it quicker.
Yeah, well, the traffic can be bad round Birmingham. That's why they built that new motorway, isn't it?
You know what I reckon? I reckon you got a woman down there.
Danny.
Yeah, I'm right, ain't I? You've got yourself a little brummy girlfriend you keep dropping in on. No.
Why would he do a thing like that when he's going out with Leanne?
Are you serious? Same reason as any other bloke, because he thinks he can get away with it.
Is your dad right? Is it some woman you're seeing? Because Leanne will kill you if she finds out.
Yeah, but don't worry. Because we won't tell her, will we?
So we're going to have this all day again, are we?
I'm just asking why you looked so miserable when you came back from seeing Rita.
What are you playing at?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing? You trying to ring Leanne and she ain't answering, right?
No.
No. You're as bad a liar as you are a driver. Switch your phone off, Jamie. Come on, because I want your mind on the job, I'm not on your girlfriend's, all right? Then get yourself in there, see what's ready, get it boxed up and loaded. And look lively. Come on.
Here you go, lads. Get your lapping gear around one of these.
Oh, cheers, pal.
So, you know what they say people want? Bread and circuses. Well, I'll let other folk do the circuses. I haven't got a tent big enough. But the bread we can manage. So, well, you know, spread the word, won't you? Eh? Yeah, of course you will.
Hello?
It's me. The man who can't stop thinking about last night.
How did you get this number?
Oh, it's,
Just one of my party tricks. Anyway, I was thinking, we're both a bit, how can I put it, inhibited, aren't we, on the fact that you're going out with Jamie.
But after what I saw this morning, I don't suppose you're doing that anymore, are you?
Is he seeing somebody else?
What can I say?
He is.
Well, he has been spending a lot of time in Birmingham recently, and that's time that can't be accounted for.
Well, then he can stay there as
far as I'm concerned.
So you won't be going out with him then?
No.
So now you're wondering when you can come and see me?
I suppose I am, yeah.
What time?
Well, we don't want to be interrupted by Janice, do we?
So, why don't we wait until she comes back from her din-dins? What about, 2 o'clock?
Right. See you then.
Oh, you can count on it. Don't worry about that.
There I was, thinking I could rely on you, trust you. In fact, telling you everything I was thinking and feeling about my marriage. And Ian. Next thing I know, he's in a fight with your husband and you've left.
Because I didn't want to work there anymore.
More like because Kevin had found out what had been going on. So it was you and him all the time, was it? Well, I know it was, so there's no point in you carrying on lying.
Hey, what's all this?
Well, I think you know. I think I'm the last out of the 4 of us to find out, aren't I?
To find out what?
What's been going on between your wife and my husband, which is why you knocked him about.
That wasn't why.
Oh, come on.
It wasn't. Look, do you think I'd still be stood here if what you was thinking's true? I fell out with Ian because of the way he sacked Sally.
Well, she said she left.
Yeah, that's because he made it so she had to. I'm telling you. Nothing was going on between him and Sally. And I thank you never again to come round here, my home, making accusations like that, all right?
I don't know why you can't have a bonfire with this lot.
Some of these things cost a lot of money. What?
I think there's someone in the bedroom there. Leave that. Get out of here.
What are you going to do?
I'll be all right. Oh, you scared the living daylights out of us.
We thought you were a burglar.
I thought you were out the door. I'm sorry.
What are you doing here, anyway?
I've left school, Dad. I've told him I'm not going back. Is it okay if I live here with you?
I don't want fame.
Well, no.
And I don't want fortune. All I want is to communicate with my readers.
Oh, you still need to live, though, Mel.
Do I?
Mm.
I sometimes wonder. Especially when I've toiled for months and years, only to find that my work is met with cynicism and derision.
Oh, really? Oh, dear. Well, I don't think that's very nice. Oh, come on. Have another glass.
Which is why I so value your support.
Me? Oh, I haven't done anything.
You buy me lunch.
Oh, well, yes.
And lending a sympathetic ear while I bleat on. No, I really must think of some way to repay you.
Look, let me ask you this. Now, assuming that you left school...
I have.
Yeah, but what's your plans? I mean, what do you want to do with your life?
I thought I might work for you at the factory. You know, learn the business.
Oh, yeah?
The reason I was in Birmingham was not because I was seeing another bird.
Jamie, you can keep saying and saying it doesn't mean I'm ever going to believe you.
I was seeing my mum. And not Frankie, because you know she's only my stepmum.
Yeah.
But my real mum.
Tell you what, pal, I'm knackered out. Take that.
Yeah. I mean, you called Charlie? Yeah, I am. Been doing a job on Brunshaw Road. That's sweet, yeah. Best pay you what I owe you, then.
Hey! And there'll be more where that came from if I see you anywhere near my wife again.
Come on! You all right, pal? Hey?
No.
I guess that was your husband then. Obviously not happy with the job you done.
Just something. Are you going to wait here for me?
Well, if you're sure you want me to.
Yeah, of course I am. I'll be back in 2 minutes, right?
Here, dish these out to your mates, will you, ladies? Tell them Compton's is now open for bread, pies, cakes, high-class confectionery of all kinds.
Hey! You can't go advertising yourself in here. What do you think you're playing at?
I'd do same for you. Anybody comes into my shop asking where there's a pub, I'll send them here.
Don't be mean, Fred.
Yeah, he's not doing you any harm. I would recommend he stays out of the cafe, though.
You see, they're all on my side. Here, have a rock cake.
I don't want a rock cake! All right, I'll make an exception for today. But I don't want to see any of this in future.
I'll make sure you don't see it at all.
What we said about you coming round at 2 o'clock.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, don't bother, because I've changed my mind.
What you done that for?
I just have, so just forget it. Okay, bye.
You are a remarkably beautiful woman.
Oh, now stop it.
Remarkably. So, what I suggest is we go back to this place where I'm staying and have a done.
Oh, no. The place that you're staying happens to be the home of a very good friend of mine.
What, do you want her to join us?
No, no. No, no, right.
There must be somewhere else. What about, this salon of yours? What, does that not have any facilities?
Well, it does if you want a perm or your nails painting.
There must be somewhere. Well, here. Yes, this place. It's an inn, isn't it? Perhaps if I just had a word with the landlord.
No, come on. No, don't be silly.
He's a man of the world. He'll understand.
Come on, pal, don't be like that. Let's have a look. Yep, it's terrible.
I'll have to keep saying it.
Yeah, well, it is, pal.
It's amusing, man.
Well, probably the same thing that's going to be amusing a lot of people.
You all right, Fred?
Don't be...
30 million?
Down.
Why shouldn't I be?
Charlie! What's happened?
Oh, hey. Who's done that?
Who? Well, who'd you think? Who said he'd get his own back and has already tried it on once in here?
Bev.
Well, got it in one. Our friendly local shopkeeper, he's the one that did this to me. At least got somebody else to do it for him. So what do you think about him now, eh?
Have you come to wish me well?
Yeah.
Maybe something like, good luck with your new venture, Diggory.
Yeah, well, oh, yes, all right, good luck then.
Aye. Very gratifying to hear you say that, Roy. Dev Allahan has given me a decidedly lukewarm welcome, I must say.
Do you know, this is lovely. I can feel it sticking to my ribs.
Would you? Look at that sorry sight. The flighty ones always get the man.
She ain't got an ounce of shame.
If he's got the time to consort with the merry widow, then surely he's got time to squeeze in a meeting of the book club.
Alexander, how's it going?
Adam, what are you doing here?
Honestly, them posh schools, they give them brats too many holidays, if you ask me.
I'm not on holiday. I've left school. With them and Dad and Penny.
Bet that came as a bit of a shock.
Hold on a minute, you've left school just like that?
Yeah, more or less.
Oh, go on.
I was thinking of leaving anyway, but they made up my mind for me. Put it that way.
You mean they kicked you out? You've been expelled?
Adam, what on earth did you do?
Nothing, it wasn't my fault.
Well, what was it then? Sex, drugs, rock and roll, which one?
Well, actually, I kind of had a thing with the headmaster's daughter. Well, sort of.
Well, either you did or you didn't.
Okay, then I did. But it's no big deal. I dumped her, so then she dropped me in it with her dad.
Well, in that case, to be treated unfairly, we ought to take this out with the headmaster. Well, there's no point, is there? You heard what he said. He was thinking of leaving anyway. I suppose there's absolutely no point in me trying to persuade you otherwise. Look, he knows his own mind. When I was his age, I'd already been working for 4 years, flat out. And he didn't do me any harm, yeah.
Used to crawl up chimneys for a farthing a time, didn't you, Mike?
So, have you thought about what you're going to do with the rest of your 70 years and 10?
Yeah, all that education, you must be running off to run the United Nations at least.
Better than that, he'll be working in Underworld. And you, Danny boy, can train him up.
To do what exactly?
Well, teach him everything you know.
Well, that should take all of 5 minutes.
Then when I retire, I can hand over my half of the business to him, safe in the knowledge he won't make a complete pig's ear of it. Eh?
How was dinner?
Oh, very satisfying, thank you, Fred.
How satisfying? Got good food, fine wine, and a most wonderful companion. I hope you've gotten out with the best intentions towards Mrs. Roberts. I've heard about you writers, oh yes. Yes, all your bohemian shenanigans.
Oh, Fred,
Well, should we
what
make
you
a
like?
start? Yes. Tide and time wait for no man.
No, just a minute, Mal. Just a minute. We seem to have some interlopers. Vera, Audrey, Fred. You're not exactly members of the book group, are you?
Well, I'm staying. I mean, I might as well. There's not much on telly.
Well, that's hardly the attitude. What's your excuse?
She's Mel's groupie.
I beg your pardon?
And Fred Elliott's her groupie.
Hey, that'll do. You are most welcome to stay, Fred. No, I, for one, am very keen to hear the opinions of such an erudite fellow.
He's a butcher, for goodness sake. He's more at home with the smell of blood and sawdust in his nostrils and the cry of £5 a scrag end in a meat pie pleased than he is with the cut and thrust of literary debate.
Norris, that's almost poetic.
Here, what about me?
Yes. Salt of the earth. Sit down.
Can we get on, please?
I hope you'll be treating us to some hard grinding this evening.
Well, I thought I might read a passage or
Oh,
two.
not again. I was hoping we'd look at something more modern, more cutting edge.
I don't know why you bother to come if all you can do is moan. Why don't you go home and write one of your columns about dog muck?
Well, at least I tackle contemporary issues.
Oh, yes. The angry young man who turned into the slightly peeved old man. Not so much look back in anger as look back in a rather bad mood.
Should we just sit on our own, yeah?
Yeah, if you want, sure.
I did not buy into that business to play nursemaid to a spoilt little brat.
It's not that bad.
But listen, what gets me right, Mike never mentioned a dicky bird about it, not one word. If you ask me, I think he's
He probably wasn't planning it. You know, Adam just turned up out of the blue.
So? So what? When Mike goes swanning off into the sunset with his golf clubs over his shoulder, what am I left with, Frank? I'll tell you what I'm left with, love. Some half-baked kid who's never done a hard day's graft in his life.
He seems like a bright enough lad. He'll learn.
Do me a favour, baby, he ain't got a clue. He might know how to swear in Latin or the date of the Battle of Hastings.
Even I know that.
He ain't got no common sense.
Oh, Norris.
It's a tape. All that typing.
That what they call music these days?
Actually, I quite like it.
I'm a very lucky man.
Why? Because you've got a serving wench waiting on you now.
You're not such a bad old bird, are you, eh?
Is that your idea of a compliment?
Yep.
You lied to me.
No, never. Creative license, that's all I'm guilty of. You believed in me and I didn't want to let you down.
So you've not written a single word of Canary?
I've put my heart and soul into writing Canary.
It looks like it.
I know the book I want to write. I've carried it in my head and in my heart for years. But sadly, the publishers, well, they think it's doomed to failure. Not commercial enough. Not everyone's as discerning as you, Norris. Pap. That's what they want me to write. Pure pap.
Well, I still don't understand why you had to lie to me.
You're a sensitive soul, Norris. I didn't want to burden you with the ugly truth.
I'm extremely sensitive, I know, but you and I are friends. Well, at least I thought we were.
Oh, we are? No, Norris. Brothers in arms.
Well, then, you could have unburdened yourself to me.
Oh, I see that now. Oh, I am truly sorry that I underestimated you.
I don't believe this.
What's wrong, Shell?
Him. That's what's wrong. Him. Swanning in here, acting like nothing's happened. What?
Yeah, what am I supposed to have done now?
Like you don't know?
Shell, forget it. Let's just go somewhere else, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. Run away like cowards always do. And you must be the biggest coward around here.
Shelley, please.
Look at Charlie's face. Did you get your money's worth?
What the hell are you talking about?
Your big man here paid some fella to punch Charlie. But you two are thick as thieves nowadays, aren't you? So you know that already.
This is mad, this is. I can't believe that you think that we could ever do anything like that. Shelley, this is Sunita you're talking to. Your best friend, remember?
Yeah, we were. Until you got under his thumb.
Well, that's rich coming from you.
Hold your water, the pair of you. Now simmer down, please.
What's happened to that strong, funny woman I used to know? I hardly recognise you these days.
You're the one who's changed, not me. Under the beck and call of that smarmy git.
And what's your life all about now, eh? You're not even allowed to see your own mother, for God's sake. And you've no friends left because he's seen them all off.
Get out!
Why can't you see it? Everyone else can, Shell, and they pity you. People always said you were thick, and I defended you. But you must be thick to put up with him.
Shelley! Shelley! Get over! Stop that! Come here! Leave!
All right! Right, all right.
You said your piece last night, Fred. It's heat of the moment stuff for all of us, fair dues. But now it's time Shelley had a fair hearing.
Charles does. Getting to be an habit, is this?
There's two sides to this, don't forget.
The only side that concerns me is my bar manager behaving like a washhouse trollop, and this on top of all the squabbles and the after-hours carryings on and that business with Beverly.
Yeah, let's leave out the sins of the mother, shall we?
I'm really, really sorry, Fred. It's just a row that got out of hand, that's all.
Was it hell? Sunita went off on one. She was provoked.
She's a barmaid. She's above being provoked.
You know what Dev had done to me?
What I know is, whatever went on,
should never have been brought on these premises.
No, especially when he's your old mate.
Certainly. He's a trusted friend and a respected member of this community.
Yeah, he's been using your public bar to slander my good name.
The only good name that concerns me is the one that my customers walk beneath when they come through my doors. And if you can't protect that from slander and ridicule, then what the heck are they paying you for?
It won't happen again, Fred.
So never mind that I missed to fix it on the cheap up and down your flaming cellar every 5 minutes.
You're not, I can't replace. And that goes for a pair of you.
You're bright and early.
Here's the man we have to thank for all this.
King of the spreadsheets.
Yeah, I hope it's making sense to you.
Oh, it will. I want you to take note of everything that happens in here.
In other words, I'm king of the kettle. One sugar.
Oh, you're right. I just had a cup, thanks.
Give us a shout when you want one.
Okay.
Fancy coming out for a spot of food tonight? You know, a family thing. It's okay with Penny.
I'll have to run it by Frank.
Oh, there's no need. I'll give her a buzz this morning.
Ayla, have you noticed how different we all right?
How do you mean?
Well, between sheets, like. I mean, you know, folk that start looking on that internet with all them steamy pictures, they get ideas, love.
It's like you're watching Carol Smiley. Next news, you're bobbing up a dado rail. Boy's been doing some research on the computer, actually, Janice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I bet he's got a dirty camera. What do they call them then?
A webcam.
Yeah.
There's nothing dirty about a webcam.
Shows what you know. Yes, well, I know my husband, and I know that Roy wouldn't do anything so degrading or revolting. No, he'd just reach for the top shelf for newsagents like everyone else.
Yeah. Whereas I've got to resort to using my imagination. Just explain to me how a looker like that could come from the lines of Baldwin.
Oh, do you mind?
Make no mistake, that lad has got cheekbones.
Well, don't expect her to agree with you. Danny's more her type.
Why is it we're spoilt for choice, eh, now with all them years with Uncle Fester?
What's all the rabbiting about?
Mr. Baldwin, was it great-grandpa Baldwin or great-granny Baldwin who had the, you know, cheekbones?
I'm not interested, son.
Oh, Mr. Baldwin, I've got a doctor's appointment this afternoon.
How come I didn't know about this before?
Well, he only got it this morning.
Well, you ain't got it no more, have you? You don't go anywhere without giving me a day's notice, understand?
You can't stop me from going doctors.
Try me, Lippy. Now, the rest of you, get down to it, all right?
Can't see myself doing that.
Do what I do. Get yourself a good Rottweiler.
Go easy on the kitchen, Betty. Don't go slopping your hot pot around till the adhesive's dry.
Right. It's our love. Always odd, is that one? I can never make out, you know, what's going through that mind of his.
Who can?
Huh? You should have seen him last night. I swear he was getting a kick out of it, you know.
Why was he getting a kick out of it? It's not like they were fighting over him.
What gets me is she always sticks up for Charlie, but will she stick up for herself? No way.
Come here, do you reckon Dev really paid 50 quid to give him that china?
Who knows?
Why are my ears burning?
Well, we weren't talking about you, love.
Oh, no?
No.
So why did he climb up when I walked in?
No, I was just saying to Betty that I didn't think Dev would be the type to pal around with the kind of pond life that would take 50 quid to give a bloke a slap.
So you're trying to say that Charlie wasn't attacked?
Oh, well, I mean, you know the sort of scrapes that fellas get into. Are you sure that Dev was behind that punch?
Oh, so Charlie's lying to me now, is he? What is this?
She's not calling anybody a liar.
Not much.
Yeah, well, Mel certainly has a way about him. Quite a persuasive way, actually.
Do you fancy being the next Liz Taylor?
Oh.
Bit long in the tooth for schoolgirl swooning.
Oh, good gracious, I wasn't swooning.
He's seeking inspiration, not trawling the cobbles for a concubine.
Well, his charm certainly hasn't rubbed off on you, has it?
Female company is a distraction he doesn't need, and he's getting all the creative support he requires from me.
Yes. Well, from what he told me, it's not creative support that he wants. It's a few bob to get his book published. You know, Rita, I'd chip in myself if I thought it would help.
I think you're mistaking this man of letters for some sort of gigolo.
Norris? I said chip in, Norris, not make him a kept man. Phew, talk about possessive.
Well, can't he come up with the money himself? I mean, he's written a bestseller.
That was years ago, Rita. I mean, you don't catch John Grisham trimming his little shirt cuffs with nail scissors. No. And, you know, there's something that almost breaks my heart when I see a man of his age who hasn't set himself up in life.
Well, how much does something like this cost?
Yes. Come on, Mr. Know-It-All.
Well, I don't know off the top of my head, but now I think on... How many are there of us in the book group? I mean, if we all pitched in, maybe we'd be getting somewhere.
Well, thank you. And if we all work with each other, maybe we can help him out.
Yeah, but don't let's use words like help him out, because that smacks of a begging bowl, and he's a very proud man, is Mel.
What?
Hey, you know what they're all saying about last night, pal?
On the move, mate. Oh, flaming hell. Bring us around the sealant gun, will it?
Hey, check this. Tyrone reckons if everyone's wearing bikinis with a bit of mud, Rover's gonna charge admission.
Yeah, well, if Dev comes near me today, he'll see what he gets.
What you gonna do, big man, eh? Set the shell
No, I'll kill him. Just bring me the flaming gun, all right?
Oh, yes. Please. Oh, you mustn't go out there, Mel.
Norris.
There's a gunman at large. I've informed my police contacts. Just give it 5 minutes for the coast to clear and you... What have we got all your bags together for?
Now, please don't make this any more difficult for me than it is.
You're not leaving.
You and Mrs. Bishop have been extremely kind.
But you don't need to go. I've spoken to Audrey.
But it is for her that I do this, as much as for myself. I cannot allow her to be drawn moth-like to the flame of ruined promise.
But you don't understand. I'm bringing you fresh hope.
Please, would you just let me drift away, much as Eskimos lash themselves to the icebergs when they become a burden to those around them.
But that's it. You're not a burden.
Norris, if I can achieve nothing, please let me beat an honourable retreat.
But I think I can get the members of the book group to club together and raise enough money to get your book published.
Really?
Yes. You'll be back on the shelves where you belong.
Charlie Stubbs?
No.
Yeah, it's me. How can I help?
We've reason to believe you have a firearm on the premises.
You what?
Do you have a firearm, Mr. Stubbs?
Where'd you get that from?
A report from a member of the public.
Oh, I get it. You lying piece of scum.
Get off me! Get off! Charlie Stubbs, I'm arresting you on suspicion of holding an illegal firearm. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be taken in evidence. Yeah?
Is it her?
Yeah. She's just taking her coat off. She won't be a sec. Are you sure it was her?
Positive.
Right.
Morning.
Do you know what that is, Betty?
Is it something to do with tiling?
A tiler might use one, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Any labourer will have one. In fact, anyone who dabbles in DIY.
Oh.
You use it for applying sealant or filler. Do you know what it's called?
Well, no.
A gun. A cartridge gun. It's got a trigger you can pull, but you couldn't shoot anybody with it. Best you could do is seal up someone's mouth.
I'm sorry, love. I'm really sorry.
So it was you?
I had 4 hours in a police cell yesterday, Betty. 4 hours to work it all out.
Yes, but if you hear the word gun, you think, oh, gun? I mean, it's on the news every day, isn't it? And you did have that bit of a run-in with Dev.
Where do you think we are, Betty? The Wild West? The East End?
No.
And do you really think Charlie's the type of bloke to settle his arguments with a gun?
Well, no. Sorry, love. I was wrong.
Why didn't you just ask? I thought we were friends.
Look, we are, love.
You don't grass your friends up to the police, Betty. Not before you got your...
Well, actually, it wasn't me that called them.
Who was it?
Well, I told, Rita and Norris.
Norris.
I'm as irritated by Diggory Flaming Compton as the next man.
Yeah, well, has he halved your bread sales? Has he made constant, ill-disguised passes at your wife?
Happen not. But I've no respect for a man who's more interested in the volume of his voice than the words he utters.
And you know he's negotiated a knockdown price for next door, don't you?
It was empty for a long time.
Champion toasted this, Roy.
Oh, thank you.
Have some.
No. Come here. I think he's used his position as president of the Weatherfield Traders to gain a commercial advantage.
Eh?
And if small businesses like us, we don't work together, cooperate for each other's mutual benefit, then the big supermarket chains, they will pick us off one by one.
One by one, aye.
Finding the extraordinary, unearthing the dangerous and unusual beneath the quotidian and mundane. That is the blessing and the curse of every professional writer.
He's a shop assistant.
Not for much longer.
Oh, I've returned to my novel. I've started again from scratch.
Not already? We only spoke of it yesterday.
Couldn't help myself, Mel.
Throw a thesaurus into the air at random, Rita. It'll hit someone who'll tell you they've got a book inside them, but how many actually sit down to the task?
Well, I'm only on page 3.
Oh, wonder I couldn't find a pencil this morning. Oh, that's what I came for. A pencil, by the way.
Pencil?
Oh, vodka and orange and a pint, please.
Oh, really? What happened in here yesterday? Oh, yeah, we were all talking about it in the salon before.
She'd be sorted with him, though, ain't she?
She'd see no wrong. No wrong.
That's how she feels. It's just one of those things.
See that top that Charles got on?
Who is the innocent victim?
Shell!
Hi, Charlie.
I've made you something. I thought you could put it over the bar.
Oh, is it?
I've had my gun mounted. See this, everyone? Just so you know, this is my gun.
Yeah, and he ain't afraid to use it, all right, people?
Yeah, so watch your step. I'm Charlie Stubbs. License to fill.
But none of us knows anything about publishing.
Well, but according to Mel, for £2,000 we can do a first print run of 300 hardback books.
Yes, I've done some research, but I couldn't ask you to take that kind of risk.
Well, where's the risk? If we sell each book for £10, we make a profit of 1,000.
And Mel's an established author.
Yeah, we could stock it in the cabin.
We're news agents, not booksellers.
Hang on before you all get carried away. Vanity publishing schemes like this are notoriously bad for making any money at all.
It's not vanity publishing. It's self-publishing, although Ken is right to be concerned.
Sounds like vanity publishing to me.
Vanity, Ken? Vanity?
A private firm charges an eager author a large sum to print a handful of books that the company have no incentive to market or sell.
Well, I respect a man who has no truck with vanity, and you've only got to take one look at Ken to realise that he's a stranger to his bathroom mirror. But, no, Ken is absolutely right. Are any of you familiar with Shots Miscellany?
Oh, I own a copy, actually.
I thought you might. Now, Roy can probably tell you that Ben Shott printed the first 60 copies of his book, Shots Miscellany, with his own money. Correct?
I believe so, yes.
And how many copies have been sold now, Roy?
Millions. It was top of the bestsellers list for months.
But that's not the point. No, the point is that Ben Shott was probably motivated by nothing more than pure, unadulterated vanity. And I simply cannot allow you, good and kind and supportive people, to risk your hard-earned money.
But it's only £200 each.
No, I won't allow you to risk a single penny to satisfy my foolish, vainglorious dream.
But it would be an investment, really.
No, Emily, Conscience. You know, as I look at you all, I don't see Shott. I see O'Toole. I see a collection of dunces.
A confederacy.
You what?
A confederacy of dunces. John Kennedy O'Toole, I think that's the book you're referring to.
Oh, you finished a sentence with a preposition there, Ken, but never mind. No, Ken is right. Again. And the point of O'Toole's wonderful comic masterpiece is that it exists. It is on the shelf, but it was not published during his lifetime, and the constant rejection led to deep depression, and inevitably and tragically, he took his own life. But finally, his book was published after his death. And I may not be here to see it, but I know my canary will sing. And that's my consolation. That's all I need.
Hard grinding must give you some satisfaction, Mel.
That'll always be on the shelves.
Well, I'm putting 200 in.
Me too.
And me. Oh, that's more like it.
And I'll buy Kenneth's share and all.
Hey, you're not getting 2 shares. We'll split his share up equally if we have to.
Let's have a show of hands. All those in favour of publishing Mel's book. Hmm?
Hi.
What are you doing home?
Well, you're not the only one who can take Friday afternoons off, you know. I thought you could take me for lunch.
Well, as a matter of fact, I was just going out.
Yeah, I can see. Very important business meeting.
But what's the good of employing people like Danny and Adam if I don't get a little leisure time in my twilight years?
Oh. Do you really want to go and play golf when we've got the place to ourselves?
You don't mind Adam moving in, do you?
No. Makes us feel like a proper family.
Why don't we ask him to go to Spain with us, eh?
He did. He wants to run up to speed on how the factories run first. Remember?
Yeah. Glad to see he's got his priorities right.
Friends and investors, patrons of the arts, I give you the Canary's last song. After you have had this too.
Are you sure this isn't just sour grapes?
I don't trust him, Rita.
OK, he knows how to cadge a freebie. But aren't all writers like that?
I'm going to find out the truth about Mel Hutchright. It is the last thing I do.
How many products have you got in the bathroom, Adam?
I'm a new man, Penny.
It's like having another woman round. And did I see moisturiser for men?
I get shaving rash unless I use it.
And bath gel, hair gel. Watch your muesli, Mike. You were using it as a face pack.
Have you ever used moisturiser, Dad?
Oh, a bit of after sun on the Costa Brava.
Did you know hemorrhoid cream is really good for bags under the eyes?
Oh, too much information, Alma.
What?
Well, do we have to listen to that sort of thing?
You just called me.
Senior moment.
At the breakfast table?
Alma, you've just called me.
No. No, you're hearing things. I watched that. First sign of madness.
Don't tell me your coffee machine's on the blink.
No, but I am looking up. Do you know what time it is?
I know, but Lee, look at this face. I'm desperate, babe. I'm going cold turkey. I'm begging you, give us caffeine.
Go on, then. How was your Jay today?
I don't want to talk about him.
Did he show?
No, he didn't. But I still don't want to talk about him.
Maybe he's poorly. Maybe I better go home and check.
Slip into your nurse's uniform.
I've got a great bedside manner, me.
Oh, I can imagine. And I do. It's the effect you have on me, Lee.
Don't call me that.
I end up doing things I ain't supposed to.
Jay calls me that. Stop it.
Got any more sugar?
Why? Is that not sweet enough for you?
No. I just like stirring it up. I read palms, me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And this one is a beauty. Belongs to a very sensuous person. Passionate. Intelligent. See that love line? It's very strong. Especially here.
And what's there?
There is your finger. It's part of your destiny, Leanne. See? It's written in the stars. Pointless fighting it, girl. What do you think?
I think But you should have your coffee, and then I think you should go.
What's the matter? Don't you like the excitement? What have I said?
I've got to cash up now.
Do you think I'm a sad old man? Is that it? All wrinkles and bags and ideas above me station?
I thought you just wanted a cup of coffee.
Yeah, well, I've had my caffeine fix now, haven't I? And now I feel fantastic. Do you think I'm an old man?
Oh, don't be stupid.
Give you a hand with that, eh?
Where does Jamie fit into all this, eh?
You don't half know how to dampen someone's ardour.
Yeah, well, he's going through a really weird time at the minute. Does he really deserve this?
So you agree something's happening, then?
And what about Frankie? What does she deserve for that matter? Smack in the face most of the time, yeah, but you're supposed to love her. You're supposed to be making a go of it with her, not hopping into bed with the first woman who gets you a cappuccino.
Leanne Battersby, who said anything about hopping into bed? You have got a filthy mind, and I like it.
I think you should go now.
And I think you should give me a kiss. Just a little one, to see me on my way.
Go on. Why don't you just get out there, Danny, and find the local bike, eh?
Lee.
I told you, stop calling me that.
I can have any woman I want.
Hark at you, Mr. Modesty.
Yeah, but I don't just want any woman.
Why? Turn you on, does it? I thought you were your son's bird.
How many times have I told you? I don't want to talk about him.
But he's always going to be there, isn't he, Dan? And there. And here. And in the street. And in some seedy motel room somewhere. And I don't know about you. But I could do without an audience, thanks.
He's so special, is he?
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Use your loaf, Leanne. Where is he now? Phone off. Acting weird. Not at work.
Oh, just grow up, will you? Just because you do it doesn't mean that he does.
I get the message, Leanne. Sorry I misread the signs, darling. You know, for 5 minutes there, you made me a very happy man. Guy, my age, pulling a bird your age. What must I have been thinking?
All right, then. If you must know, you've seen another woman.
Don't spoil it, babe. And don't tell me you didn't feel anything.
In fact, she's one of your exes, Dan.
Oh, yeah?
He's gone to see Carol in Birmingham. He's gone to see his mother.
Why didn't he tell me what he was up to?
Well, you don't tell him what you're up to, do you?
Neither do you. The finger can point in all directions, love.
I wasn't supposed to let on about Carol.
You did, though.
Danny, please don't tell him.
Leanne, no good telling me to keep secrets, love. When you can't keep them yourself, eh?
Mum, it doesn't matter.
I've got hundreds of them, Jamie. I've kept them all. You're a lovely baby. People used to stop me in the street.
Yeah, but we've got a photo album at home.
Oh, they're the official ones, the studio portraits. I've got the snaps. There's one where you're on a swing.
Yeah, I know, I've seen it. We've got it.
No, you haven't. You haven't got this one. And there's one with a snowman. And one where you've got a little hat on.
Oh, honest, I've seen them.
I'm telling you, you haven't.
Why don't you just show me next time?
Because I'm going to show you now. I want to show you now.
Mum, I can't stay.
Sit there. I know exactly where they are.
You're too quick with your fists. You always were.
Yes, I know, and I'm sorry.
Well, don't tell me. Tell me, Mother.
It's her that's going to be stuck on her own while your release date gets further and further away.
I'll make it up to her.
How?
I don't know. Look, when I get out, I'll...
How do you know she's going to hang on that long?
She will.
Why? You know, you're not exactly a great catch anymore.
Stephen, look, you know what it's like in this place. Same faces day and day out. You just lose the bat occasionally. You lose it, you know?
You lost it over a tube of toothpaste.
Is that how much she means to you?
Don't be stupid. Elizabeth is the only thing that keeps me sane. The thought of coming out to her.
Yeah, but you're not, are you? You know, it's going to be another 2 years that she's got to look at you through some piece of glass or across a table.
Stephen, I don't need a lecture.
I'm in this place. I know what it's like, right?
Yeah, but you don't have to be in there. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm in here, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Well, you can tell her you're sorry.
Don't be stupid. Of course I'll tell her I'm sorry.
And a proper apology.
I know what that is.
Think about it before you say it and mean it.
Look, the waiter's coming towards you with a...
Bottle of lager tap.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Are you still open, aren't you? Still serving?
Absolutely. Order what you like.
Yeah, I just did.
I'll tell you what, I might take you there when you're 21.
You can't wait that long. Take him when he's 18.
Yeah, go on. You'll be great. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll think about that, see how you get on in the business first, all right?
All right, okay.
All right. Where's Jamie?
I asked you before. Please don't say anything.
Where is he?
He's upset. He needs some peace and quiet.
So he's at your place then?
You're going to tell him, aren't you?
Seems like it. Although maybe there is something you can do to stop me.
What do you mean?
As if you didn't know.
Well, then spell it out.
All right. If you insist on being treated like an idiot, you make it worth my while.
How?
Well, you're a good-looking girl, aren't you? Fanciable.
Yeah, well, your Jamie thinks so.
And so do I.
You want to sleep with me?
Well, we've all got our sacrifices to make, haven't we? What do you say?
All right. But you don't say anything, right?
Not a word. Not a word.
10 messages, all from her.
Oh, she's obviously keen to speak to you.
Yeah, well, I don't want to speak to her.
No?
Was I right to get in touch with her in the first place? I'm not so sure now.
Well, then, don't bring her back. Just walk away. Nobody'd blame you, Jay.
Yeah, I know. It's not that easy, though, is it?
Listen, I know this might sound a bit mad, but why don't you just talk to your dad about it?
He's the last person I want to know about this. I told you that.
Yeah, I know, but just listen to me. You're here tying yourself up in knots, and I want to help you. Of course I do, but... Well, to be honest, I'm not really sure how.
Well, here's a clue. What you just said is no help at all.
All I'm saying is, wouldn't it be better if you just had it out in the open? Then you could both talk to each other like grown-ups.
No. There's no way I'm telling anybody else in this family. And don't you go blabbing either.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm fine.
And you've hardly said a word all morning. Not frightened. What, that one?
No.
They could be quite a handful, I don't mind telling you.
Just working out my strategy if I have to get on one side.
Never mind about strategies, son. I mean, just show him who's boss.
It's all right. You don't have to come looking for me. I'm on my way.
OK, take your time.
But you're not mad at me?
Oh, no. I'm sure you've got a perfectly good excuse for why you disappeared yesterday.
Well, yeah, there was bad traffic both ways. I went round the ends. I just forgot about it.
Phone call would have been nice, though, wouldn't it?
I'm sorry.
Bit of honesty would be even nicer.
No, I'm being straight with you.
I know where you were. Now, instead of me and you screaming our heads off at each other like we normally do, why don't we try communicating for a change, eh?
Hey, oh, love. Oh, God, I'm so sorry.
It's all right,
I had no
I'm
idea.
okay, I'm okay.
God, I'm so stupid. Let me see.
No, it's an accident, it's okay.
Yeah, no, but it's my fault for charging around the place. Does it hurt?
A bit.
Thought I could trust her. Just shows how wrong you can be.
Don't go blaming her. She was just trying to protect you.
Well, by betraying me?
Oh, leave out the melodramatics, will you, Jamie? It was bound to come out sooner or later, son. Anyway, you should have spoke to me first before you went off thinking about doing this.
Oh, yeah, and you would have really encouraged it.
Well, I knew it was going to happen one day.
Her name has not been mentioned for 10 years. I'm hardly going to swan in and say, hello, I've just been round to see my mum.
You could have talked to me.
Oh, come on. We're hardly best mates, are we? I don't come to you with my problems.
I would not have stood in your way.
Spare me this caring dad routine. You hate the fact I've gone round to see her. You want the past under the rug where you think it belongs.
You listen to me, boy. I'd sooner we sort this out as a family rather than you going your own sweet way. So come on in. Has it been going on long?
You make it sound like a sordid affair.
Give us an orange juice, love.
Coming straight up.
Thank you.
You two can manage on your own for the day, can't you?
Why? Where's Shelley?
Not feeling too clever, I've put her to bed.
Oh, nothing serious, I hope.
A splitting headache, she wants to work through it, but...
No, we can cope on our own, can't we?
That's exactly what I said. So, if you're short of change or you run out of pork scratchings, you'll use your initiative rather than go waking her up, yeah?
Is Shelley going to be all right on her own?
She's not going to be on her own. I'm here. I've taken the day off.
Well, in that case, if we do run short of change or pork scratchings, we can come to you.
No. No, look, sorry, I don't want to throw my weight about. I just think it's better she's not disturbed. She'll be right as rain by the morning.
Dad, she's a mess. An alcoholic. Well, she's definitely got a drink problem. The house is a tip.
Yeah, but she always was a bit unstable.
No, she weren't.
How would you know? You're just 7 when we split up.
Yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yes, and I married her. I know what she was like.
A good mother. And a loving wife.
You don't know what was going on behind the scenes.
Well, like you knocking off the babysitter.
Look. All I'm trying to say is things aren't always what they seem, Jamie.
And all I'm trying to say is that maybe, just maybe, she hit the bottle when her life went to pieces when her marriage fell apart.
What, you think that's my fault, do you?
I just think she deserves our sympathy.
Oh, do me a favour with sympathy. What am I meant to do? I didn't just sling her out on the street, did I? She was properly provided for.
Yeah, but she lost us. The 2 people that she loved.
Did she say that?
Well, it's true, isn't it?
Jamie, son, listen. If you want to go and see your mum, that is fine by me, right? But if you just want to drag up the past and make me responsible for everything that's gone wrong in the world, forget it.
17 years. And you still won't admit that you did anything wrong?
I did wrong! I did wrong, I know that. But she is responsible for how her life turned out, not me.
So that's it? We just forget about her. She don't exist. That's what you're saying?
I forgot about her years ago.
Yeah, well, do you know what? I wish I'd gone to live with her instead of you. Because then maybe I could have done something to help.
Everything okay?
Uh-huh.
Girls not giving you jip?
No, they're fine.
Good.
Is this a spying mission, or can I sell you something?
Me? No, me. I'm here to buy. Can I have a Battenberg, small harvest cob, and him?
Austin?
Austin, yeah, I'll have an Austin. Hey, don't you worry, son. I'm going to pay you 50p more than you're earning here. But as from tomorrow, you work for me, all right?
That's fine with me. Yeah, and me.
You see, not very nice, is it, when someone just comes walking into your shop and takes a member of your team like an item off the shelf? What did you just say?
You're welcome to him. He's only here on a week's trial and he's rubbish. No offence, Austin, lad. Hey, you take him now if you want.
No, I don't want him. I want you to keep your hands off of my stuff. What were you, a gangmaster in the previous life?
No, a horse. At least that's what this Buddhist priest in Bali told me.
Yeah, so you just ride roughshod over everybody. Well, you copy everyone's lines, you undercut us on prices, and now you're starting to steal people's stuff. It stops, Diggory! It stops now.
I haven't nicked anybody. That lass, she's miserable as sin working for you. And if she wants to come and work for me, there is naught you can do about it. It is called free movement of labour. Hey, what were you in a previous life? Lord and master?
You're not going to get away with this, Diggory, because I'm not going to let you.
I pay a decent wage. Hey! Hey! I pay decent wages, me. That's why I'm a magnet for all the talent. And don't forget your Battenberg.
I need the keys for the van.
I've confiscated them.
What?
Well, I'm not having you shoot off to Birmingham in that van whenever you like.
Well, there's a problem, see? I'm the van driver.
Really? Well, I think I preferred it, but I didn't know where you were.
You can't stop me seeing her.
No, you're right, I can't. But I don't see why I should provide the transport. And I hope you're not giving her money.
Why would I be giving her money?
Because she obviously gave you a sob story from the way you was talking this morning. Well, that is fine. But I draw the line at you funding her addiction, especially if it's coming out of my pocket.
Pathetic.
You told him then?
Can't trust anyone these days.
Thanks.
I can't believe you've told him.
I had no choice. He was accusing you of all sorts. I was defending you because I love you.
Stupid interfering cow. He knows now Frankie's gonna know. You any idea what you started?
Jay, I'm sorry, really sorry. I just did what I thought was best.
He was the last person I wanted to tell. I hate him.
No, you don't.
And since when were you and him on such good terms you could start trading secrets?
I just thought it would help. I still think it could in the long run.
No. It's made everything worse. Worse for me, worse for him. And I don't know where you think this leaves me and you.
No, Jay, wait. We can go back to the flat. We can talk.
Leanne, I'll never believe another word you say. How can I go out with someone I don't trust?
Jamie!
There's a woman boxer. Drinks in the weathy arms.
I'm so stupid. Take that to your dad, Jamie. Jamie, I've just ironed that. Take it upstairs now.
It's all right, babe, I've got it. Right, see ya. You ain't finished your toast, son.
Am I missing something here?
No.
Danny?
Oh, you know what he's like in the morning, babe.
And last night. And all day yesterday.
You keep your mind on your job, because you ain't a multitasker.
All right, Dad, I can do my laces up.
Better give me 2 pasties as well.
You only worked with him for 3 terms. You're practically strangers.
Well, I want to pay my respects to him.
Ah, my lovely assistant. Hey, give us a twirl, Anthea.
You've got a twin sister, works in the corner shop.
Dad couldn't afford me.
Now, you want one of these in size 8, gorgeous?
Do I have to?
Oh, yes. And this. Now, I want full use of the net. Because, as I always say, a hair in your pasty, things get nasty.
I'll swap them for sausage rolls.
Well, that looks nice. This will bite. Oh, what's the matter? You're not still in a mood with me, are you?
Jamie's chucked me.
Oh.
Oh, don't worry, I'll talk him round, but I shouldn't have to. You should have kept your gob shut about his mum.
And so should you. But once you had, what was I to do? His mum comes crawling out the woodwork. It's going to mean trouble, isn't it?
Flaming is now.
You put me in a difficult position. I mean the difficult position of knowing about Carol. Oh, come on, Leanne, lighten up, love. Hey, let's not go 10 rounds over this.
No, let's not. Let's just go one, shall we? There you go, 1 round.
Right. Turn out your pockets.
What?
Come on, turn them out. There were £20 notes in this till. 2 at least.
I know, I put 1 in.
Oh, aye, and took both of them out.
I've not.
There are 2 people with access to this till, and this one is innocent.
And so is this one.
Pockets. Hey, and your purse. Well, and I recognise a mind. See? You've left a little bit trapped under the spring.
I am not a thief.
Well, you won't mind being searched then, will you?
I flaming will. You know you can't accuse me like that.
Oh, I can. I can. Hey, and I can fire you just like this. You're fired.
I haven't.
No, get out. Out, 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 out.
Well, you know what? You can stick, you stupid job. Could undo it.
Well, you can't.
No, exactly, I can. And I'm as angry with me as you are.
Oh, no, I'm past being angry.
Oh.
I'm just glad I found out what a stupid cow you've been before I got in too deep.
Oh, we are in deep. Well, I am. I'm really deep.
You knew Carol was doing my head in, and you knew Dad and Frankie were the last people I wanted to know about it.
I know, but I was
You knew. So you must have told them on purpose to cause trouble. Frankie's been right about you all along.
No, I was just defending you, that's all.
Well, what do you think this was going to do? I mean, my dad, of all people. What happens if Frankie finds out? What do you think she's going to have to say about it?
What can I say except sorry? I'm really sorry. Come on, Jay, it's not worth finishing over.
It is. And we are.
All right?
Yeah, fine.
you don't look it.
I've just been chopping onions inside.
Oh, onions, yeah, they're murder, aren't they, onions? They get right inside you. Make your eyes sting, your heart aches, feel angry. Disappointed that people keep letting you down all the time. Although, Leanne, you know, they do say when you're chopping onions, if you put a spoon in your mouth...
It's all your fault.
Yeah, well, I wish it was as simple as that, love, but it ain't, is it? It's very, very complicated. And you and me, we've got to stop fighting. And we've got to work together to try and sort it out, even for Jamie's sake.
Yeah, well, Jamie doesn't want to know me.
Jamie needs you, don't worry about that. Because he's chopping onions somewhere and all. Hey? Come on. You don't want to be going back in there, do you? Hey? Come here. Let's go and talk about it somewhere, eh? See if we can sort it out. Yeah? Come on.
You've tunnelled the way in. I can't have rodents. I'm a baker.
And I'm a trapper. Come on, let's wreck it.
I've let you down.
Oh.
Yeah, I have. You're hurting.
I'm all right.
You're not.
Look, don't do this, please, Frankie.
Don't do what? Care about you. Look, I took against Leanne, yeah. But I'd never have gloated because it's gone wrong. And if you think I would, then I'm failing you as a mother.
Don't say that. You know plenty about being a mother. It's me who don't know how to be a son.
Hey, come on.
I don't.
That's just daft.
Then how come everything I do just causes more trouble and more hurt? And what sort of a son makes his mother's life a misery?
My life ain't a misery.
Me. That's who. And now it's all started, it can't be stopped.
Look, you've made my life better. That is all you have ever done.
I didn't mean to hurt you. I never did. I'm so sorry, Frankie.
What are you on about, eh? Look, come here.
No.
You haven't hurt me. And I can't think of a way that you haven't been a good son. Well, nothing, a bit of familiarity with the washing machine wouldn't
Stop
fix.
it. You want how useless I am? I've let everyone down. Make one call, and I tell you who won't give me the reference. Carol.
Carol? Carol, your mum?
Believe me, no one can feel guiltier than me, and I have done most of his life. No, honestly. You know, between the ages of 7 and 10, all he ever knew was being dragged from my house to Carol's and back. Normally the soundtrack of me and her screaming our heads off at each other. It's amazing the kid functions at all, mate.
You probably just got used to it.
I went to a parents' evening once, and as usual, me and Carol had had a massive barney, even before we'd clapped eyes on a teacher. So, I went wandering off to look at the kids' work, you know, on the walls in the classrooms. Just to calm down, really. And, they'd done a project called My Family, and I found Jamie's one, and it said, if I was twins, like Richard and Paul, Mum and Dad could have one each, and then they'd smile.
That's quite clever, really. How old was he?
7 or 8, I suppose. So I decided it was time to do something radical. And the choice was that me and Carol do the unthinkable and somehow make another go of it. Or one of us had to have Jamie full-time.
What, you thought about getting back with her? Did Frankie know? Hang on, didn't you have Warren then?
Shouldn't have told you that, really, should I?
Why? Because I can't keep a secret.
Jamie wouldn't give you a reference, would he? Look, all I'm saying is I'd have done anything for that boy, even that. But it's not his dad he needs now, is it? It's his girlfriend.
Yeah, well, he doesn't think so, does he?
Please, Charlie. Just a few more days.
Stone me. I've only been gone 10 minutes. What do you do if you've got half an hour?
I do me dress up.
Yeah, but I can't. Oh, Danny boy. No, no, no.
Do you know what? I don't like it when people talk behind my back.
Right. Well, I better go and get Jamie then.
Right.
All right.
Go on then.
All right, I'm This ain't gonna happen, you know.
No?
No.
Morning. What time did you get to bed last night?
Oh, late. And so did you, by the look of you. Talk about the living dead.
I hardly slept a wink.
Yeah. What's up with you, laughing boy?
Leave it out, will you?
Oh, you ain't still sulking about splitting up with Leanne Battersby, are you? Are you? Well, don't bother, because there's plenty more where she came from.
Don't be so vile. Jamie still cares about her.
Well, he wouldn't care about that, would he? The only person he cares for is himself.
Jamie told me he's been to see Carol.
I knew this would happen. Thank you very much for that. See, now that should have been dead and buried by now, and that's all going to be dredged up again, because you'll be picking the bones out of it. You should have left well alone, son.
She's my mother.
Not anymore. Not in my eyes, she ain't.
We can't just ignore her. Apparently she's in a right state.
She's a waste of skin. Always was. The only worthwhile thing she ever did was produce him, and I sometimes wonder about that.
Danny?
Never mind, Danny. Listen to me. Guilt ain't any good to anyone, Frank. Your guilt won't make you feel any better, will it? Will it? No, it won't. I'm off to work. Well done. Thank you.
Oh, that man.
Well, look who it is. The doting husband.
What's the matter, darling? Jealous?
As if. If you loved her all that much, you wouldn't be doing the same with me, would you?
Yeah, but Frankie's the wife and always will be, whereas you, darling, you're nothing but the first reserve.
So charmingly put.
It's like having a hobby. You know what I mean? Having a bit on the side, it makes life so much more interesting. Are you mental someone to see us?
Yeah, and don't you just love it?
Well, if you want to play, why don't we go somewhere private?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, nothing will please me more. What about your place after work?
Perfect. About 5:30, give me a chance to have a shower and make myself look gorgeous for you.
Okay. Shall I let myself in with the key?
I'll be waiting.
Oh, look at this. All singing and dancing.
Michelle, keep her occupied while she's stuck upstairs.
She's still not feeling great then?
Yeah, she's going to be off for a week at least. Chicken pox.
Well, when you're sick and tired of playing Florence Nightingale, give me the nod and I'll go and keep her company.
Don't think so, mate. She doesn't want anyone to see her in all her spotty glory. If you do go up there, she'll be hiding under the bed.
Oh, I've had enough of it. Fucking man, Siller, I need me scran. I'm going to have a nut pot.
We're not wasting good money on food. Get yourself over to Mr. Wong's again for a freebie.
You know, I never thought I'd hear myself say this. But I can honestly say I am sick of the sight of chips.
A man who's sick of chips, Les, is sick of life.
Leanne, you're looking all over for you.
Oh, yeah? Want another go at me, do you?
I had to go at you because I was angry. You had let me down.
Jay, I said I'm sorry, and I am. But I did it because I was worried about you. If you don't believe me, you know what you can do.
I'm miserable without you.
Stop being good to me. At least when you shout at me, I know where I am. I can shout back, and then we can have a row, and I can storm off.
I've missed you.
You're too soft, Jay. You need to be with somebody, I don't know, nice.
I don't want nice. I want you. Nice would bore me to tears.
Still engaged.
Something must have come up.
We missed the plane because of him.
He could be on his way home as we speak.
Oh, I told him to be here.
Have you tried his mobile?
What are you doing? Trying it out again. What have you come as? A bus driver. I start my new job tomorrow.
Oh, couldn't be a bus driver, me, no. Too much of a free spirit. You'll have to stick to the same old, boring old routes. Whereas your cab driver, hey, we have the knowledge.
It's actually quite a skilled profession.
I hope you got power steering. Little thing like you couldn't steer a scooter in a straight line. Power crazy, that's my experience of bus drivers. Just because they're sitting in 2 tons of metal, they think they own the roads.
It's our company policy to be kind and helpful to all of our passengers.
And I'll tell you something else. You'll not win any beauty contest in that monstrosity.
Well, you're not exactly Kate Moss in your chippy get-up, neither.
Her? She's She's no but skin and bone.
Well, you look like Mrs. Overall.
Yeah, cheat. Say that again and I'll knock you over and sit on you. Any road. I've had no complaints.
Oh, you look good in a bin bag, my love.
Only 'cause no one would dare complain.
You saying I'm rough?
You're a bully. That's what you are. You give him a dog's life, and that's for poor little Chesney while my heart goes out to him.
You cheeky mare.
That lad wants for nout.
I've seen you. Giving him chips for lunch, chips for tea. It won't surprise me if you gave him chips for breakfast. He wouldn't know what a vegetable was if it came up and bit him on the backside.
That shows how much you know. For your information, potatoes are a vegetable.
That's enough, Scylla. You might go through life picking on people, but don't start on me, because I'm a lot tougher than I look.
Oh. Well, that's what I told him, Morris. You can't expect anything or nothing in this business. I said to him when you...
Time?
Yeah, OK. Look, I've got to go, mate, so I'll talk to you soon, eh? Yeah, bye.
What on earth do you think you're playing at? You were supposed to meet me at the flat. Look, I've got a cab outside. If we miss this plane, Mike...
Oh, yeah, I just lost track of time. One thing's for sure. I really do need this holiday.
Just get in the cab.
I hope Jamie's all right.
Oh, you ain't still harping on about Leanne, are you? If he's got any sense, that boy, he'll be in the next bar chatting the next bird up.
He loves her, Danny.
Oh, Lee.
All right.
Talk of the devil. Watch your boy. It's back on then.
Yeah, it is.
You gonna take bets, see how long it's gonna last this time?
Danny?
I'll do me a favour, they've had more fresh starts than Burton and Taylor, though sadly not their looks.
Can't you find one nice thing to say to him?
I was joking, love. I was joking. I'm sure they'll have many happy years together and their union will be blessed with many children.
Well, I am very pleased for the both of you. I mean that.
Oh, sorry, Frankie.